welcome. We are gonna watch the intro sequence just to remind me what the heck I'm doing, because it's been a week. I'm forgetful. My shirt doesn't like the green screen, it looks like, but yes, I'm unsitting. I mean, it could be worse, because look at what I'm wearing underneath. It's green. I just threw this on because I couldn't be bothered to change. And this was right next to me. Here we go, here's the intro sequence. Maybe, I think, right? Right? I will be right here.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body.
There we have it.
Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
I was still muted. I said, so now that we have that summary, no, I didn't say that. I don't remember what I said. Can we start? There we go. Okay, continue. So we left off just after having grabbed the two people in the cab. And there's apparently a whole bunch of trophies there. I noticed, but I didn't go back and grab any of them. This is not where I meant to, the save I meant to grab. Hang on, menu. I meant to grab saves. No, wait. December 4th, December 7th. This is the save I meant to grab, right? I think so. Load. Turns out that we only have one thing left before we're done with the chapter. And this game has multiple endings, but I'm only gonna stream one, maybe two, depending on if I manage to remember to grab a save at the right spot or not. But maps. Here. So after this, the chapter ends, apparently. But I was tired.
This is the place Tomcat said we should head to.
Yes.
Unassuming and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, I don't think I would be in this section of the city without Jess giving us the all clear.
Okay.
The crime statistics are quite alarming, so let us get done with our errand here and move on to safer ground.
Okay. Let's hope she sticks to her half of the bargain.
I'm sure she will. Jess is a bit aggressive and standoffish, but I would not accuse her of being dishonest or underhanded.
True.
But I guess I did just meet her, and she is a lawyer, an occupation known for slippery thinking. Perhaps we should hurry this along.
Okay.
Tomcat is waiting for us to call them when we arrive.
Mm-hmm. Litter. Standard plastic bag level litter. Street art.
You know, right after we found Hayden's apartment in such disarray, I started looking into graffiti and street art more thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
I have never much considered doing any of it myself, but it seems like an interesting avenue to pursue once I move beyond abstract expressionism.
Okay.
The simpler tags, visual shoutings of identity and existence. They exhibit a feeling I can sympathize with, but it's these larger pieces, riots of color and chaos, that really interest me.
Mm-hmm.
Petty vandalism is beneath me, but there are other avenues for the practice. For example, did you know that Los Angeles in the mid-2030s legalized the tagging of mural-style street art on any building without requiring permission from the owner or city?
Interesting.
It was chaos of the highest degree for a while, but now the place is truly remarkable.
Okay.
Perhaps I will visit once this is all done with.
Mm-hmm. That graffiti is actually the symbol of gonzo journalism.
Ah, I hadn't even noticed. Do you have much experience with gonzo journalism yourself, reporting after or during direct participation?
Well, I'll have you know.
If you do end up writing on this experience, whatever you produce would be the very definition of it. You're too close to be objective now, and you're a key subject in this event. It doesn't seem to be your usual style, but you couldn't go another route at this point, and you're in the clear as you didn't instigate the situation.
True.
I've never had much interest in the practice, but spending so much time around you has taught me to look at events in a different light. Perhaps
Good.
only because I can verify your personal experiences as fact. Sorry, I'm rambling again, aren't I?
It's cute
And we're
though.
on a schedule. I don't even want to think about this. What if we don't find Hayden?
Then I'll adopt you. I think you're pretty cheap.
What if we do?
Then I won't adopt you.
My memory processors are shot from the stress of the past day. It's already taken a toll on me.
I'm sorry, baby.
But never mind. Let's find that access node.
Yes.
Let's find Hayden.
Oh, yes. Gotcha. Apartment door. Door to access node. Generator. Look at generator. Beautiful turbo generator out here just generating energy. Wonder what's using all this extra power. Turbo generators are really solidly built and not easy to get into without smashing them apart. Do I have anything to smash through? The headphones. The deep, calm humming of a nice turbo generator. I am not trying to relay that. Oh, hang on. Oh, fan. Gotta keep the generator cool, or else, you know, it'll break. This fan needs no service. Okay, can I pick this up? Even if you wanted to pick that up, it's practically scum welded to the street. Gotcha.
This is the door to the access node that Tomcat told us about. We need to use the buzzer to get inside.
I can't access the buzzer.
Parallax Walk, AN-19 security.
Hello?
Yes, can I help you?
I mean, I don't know if Jess... Let's
Parallax
try
Walk,
that.
AN-19 security.
We're, friends of Jess?
I was wondering when you'd get there.
Oh, good. Good.
You're at the access node on Cesar Chavez in Indiana, right?
Uh-huh.
That's right.
Good. Be quick. Don't touch anything. Got it?
Okay.
This conversation never happened.
Uh-uh.
And you're on your own if you get caught out there.
Uh-uh.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Me too. Thank you.
This is it. Let's
Have a
go
good
inside,
evening.
and I'll call Tomcat. This place doesn't look like it's had any maintenance in years. I hope the systems are still functional. Oh, I forgot you can't see in darkness. Maybe that switch over there adjusts the lighting.
We'll see. Use. There we go.
Oh, Tomcat is pinging us, forwarding video and audio.
Howdy! Y'all at the access node?
Just got here.
I'm set to slice in once turn makes physical access.
Of course, Tomcat. Just walk me through how to connect myself, and I'll give you the necessary system permissions to use me as an interface.
Just patch yourself into the links terminal down there, and I should be able to get started.
Connecting wirelessly to it now. Permissions granted. Please be careful in there.
Don't worry, doll. I'm an old hand at this. You won't notice a thing. One sec. Oh, shoot. Y'all have a bit more to do before I can get the info we need.
Okay.
This system's still running on old cassettes, and the recall slot is empty. Can't call up Hayden's info file without it. There should be a cassette on the opposite side of the wall we can overwrite with the recall program.
Okay.
Pretty sure all that one was used for was phone monitoring. You know, from back when phone networks were separate from data networks.
Because no one uses normal telephone anymore. Everyone uses IP phones.
I swear, y'all, I just turned 22. Anyways, we need to move that cassette across the room to access the records. Figure out how to do that, and hit me back up when you've done it.
Gotcha.
According to this poster, the data cassettes can only be moved by using the links panel to control the utility arm.
This sign warns that this area contains high voltage. A list of things to check to make sure that everything is running okay. Utility arm. Use. We can't even reach it, but maybe there's some other way to move this thing. Tangled wires. Dirty tangled wires lay on the floor. Where are the standards? Like, can we use them? That's the kind of thing you aren't supposed to touch, right? Probably one of the better examples. Okay, can we use the Lynx terminal? Logging into the Lynx server, C77 Gamma. Welcome to Lynx. Access security records. Authentication needed. Please use biometric reader to log in. Back away from the computer. Can we try again? Review maintenance log. No? No? Operate data arm. Retract arm? Turn arm. Move arm left. Extend arm. Retract it. No? Okay. Turn arm. Turn arm. Extend arm. No? Okay, fine. We were at the right place before. Move arm right. Extend arm.
Nice job.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna put some more pressure on them to move the data now, and we'll see if we can't slurp it right out of this network trunk.
Okay.
You would have thought that someone would have noticed and decommissioned this access node when the neighborhood went to hell, but this mouse is happy to play while the cat is away.
Yes. Why is this place usable for us anyway?
Way back when I was a youngin', when I first hacked into Parallax's network, I mostly did it to make a point, yeah? They were just about to launch the MeshNet system, and I wanted to show the whole darned world that their security had more holes in it than Swiss cheese.
Cheese.
Of course, I wasn't too shy about poking in a few more holes of my own devising while I was there. After putting in some more tricky software backdoors, I went ahead and deleted this access node off the maintenance schedule.
Oh.
Then I reassigned the guy who was supposed to keep an eye on it to a different location. They were in the process of buying up a whole gaggle of these nodes in preparation to set up a private network for themselves. All just to use for the MeshNet launch. Maybe a little too confident of them. Most of the software holes have been patched out as they've upgraded their network, but this whole place is just as forgotten as I left it.
Good. Why would they move the data?
I've been targeting one of their data centers with a botnet-driven DDoS attack, hitting every port into its network that I can find. Ain't likely to do much, but toss in a few attempts to crack the firewall and their VIs are shitting bricks. It's standard procedure for them to move their sensitive data to a different data center in case the attacker actually gets in. Make enough noise and it'll scare them enough into taking some defensive action, which is where we want them. The files are more vulnerable in transit.
Okay. Let us know when you're done.
Now y'all just hold tight. I'll be done with this lickety split.
Okay, good. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure. And hi.
Surveillance camera footage.
Uh-oh. That's the look.
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, Turin.
What?
I'm so sorry.
What?
What is it, Tomcat? What did you find?
Yes.
He's gone, Turin.
No.
Of course he's gone, Tomcat. That's why we're here.
No, she's using a euphemism. There, Tomcats are they.
I mean, he's gone, Turin.
Shit. Yes.
Hayden is dead.
No.
Well, that obviously isn't right, Tomcat.
Did you hear what they just said, Ash? You just missed maybe the word Hayden is dead. Or the phrase, I should say. So you just arrived in time for Turing's grief.
Why would they kill him?
I don't know.
Can you send me the relevant files? You must have missed something.
I don't think you should see it, but if you're sure. Parallax. Had security cam footage from the hallway outside Hayden's apartment encrypted on their network. Just a short clip.
They were surveilling him? That's kind of rude.
It looks like Hayden started to struggle with a couple of big dudes when they broke through the door and one of them shot him. I also found some chatter about it on some darknet channels. It wasn't a kidnapping. Somebody went there to murder him.
No. No.
I'm so damn sorry.
No. Oh, baby. Baby. I'm adopting you. I already said. I'm adopting you.
Thank you for your assistance in this matter, Tomcat. I think I'll walk back to the apartment. I need some time to run some calculations about this new scenario.
Baby.
If you'll excuse me.
Should you follow them?
In a moment. I'd need some time to myself too.
If you say so. Yeah, I'm gonna keep digging through this data until they kick me out of the system. I'll try to find some kind of lead on why this whole thing started in the first place. Maybe I can find something out about who killed Hayden and why Parallax has a copy of the footage.
Please do.
It ain't much of a silver lining, but we have the answer on Hayden's fate.
Yeah?
Maybe it's time to call it quits.
No, this is just chapter 2.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Yes. This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Where was it I needed to save to get the other ending? I'm not sure, I don't remember. Chapter 3. December 21st, 2064.
Oh, you're back.
Tears in Rain. Aww. Oh, that's a Blade Runner quote. All these moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Yes, I'm back. Turing, baby.
You know, Hayden was a brilliant programmer, far ahead of his time. I am a machine, and intrinsically, I do not have all the glands and visceral chemical reactions that make humans so emotional and brilliant.
True.
But his code is a flawless replication of that, inside my own personality algorithms. I don't think I've ever felt this anger.
I don't blame you.
It fouls my processors
Huh.
and fills my RAM with frustrating, half-finished plans of revenge.
Yeah, I figured it was something like that, which is why I told you. I mean, I could have just sent you the link on Discord instead, but I decided that you might want to know that it's not working as intended.
My motherboard burns in my casing from how little I can rest.
Okay.
I'm in pain, and I can't make it go away.
I know the feeling, baby.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, I will make sure to let you know if it happens again.
I do not like the thoughts I'm having about the people who did this to him.
By the way, I'm curious, do you guys when you joined, did you have 0 channel points or did you actually have channel points? Because I just started them back up and channel points have been active for a while. I just never had them up. Oh, okay. Nice. You get a pie. Can you turn them off?
I could. I can disable those modules. But if I turn off every emotion I don't want to feel, what does that make me? Would I still be me?
No.
If I were human, turning off my emotions would be seen as extremely unhealthy.
Yes?
There is a wealth of information on the meshnet about human psychology. I
Good.
just don't know how much of it applies to myself.
Probably like 85%.
Either way, Hayden deserves my grief.
Yes.
It is my way of honoring him. It may be the only way I can. I offer it freely.
Yeah.
Did you see the jade plant?
I did not.
Its death is unfortunate, but fitting.
Trophy earned, you're hopeless.
Yet another thing to be guilty for. Well,
Yes.
will you keep helping me?
Of course.
I need you
Of course. I love you.
to find the bastards who killed my progenitor. I need to finish this.
I know how you feel.
I don't know what I'll do afterwards, but I need to see this through.
We'll find them and the truth, Turin.
What does the truth mean anymore? What does it matter? Will finding the
I
truth
like it.
bring back Hayden? Will it fix the pain they've left me in? But I guess you're right. Knowing the whys and wherefores will bring closure to this. I could use a measure of closure. I think for now we should keep knowledge of Hayden's death between you, Tomcat, and I.
Not,
It may give us an edge if the
What was
people
her
we
name?
seek don't know how much we've already
Lisa?
discovered.
I think.
We'll talk after we've had some time to rest.
Thank you.
You likely need sleep, and I need some time to... I need some time.
Mm-hmm. Hey, bro, Sale. And now it's the 22nd. Early morning.
Good morning. I trust you slept well.
Sure, how about you? Are you okay?
I
You need
had
a
ample
hug?
time to recharge my internal batteries.
That's not what I meant.
It is upsetting that Hayden is gone. But life for the rest of us goes on, yes? We still have a mystery to unravel, and I will waste no further processing time over something I cannot reverse.
That's very Alcoholics Anonymous of you. May CPU grant me the serenity. No, wait, what's it? Yeah, the serenity to, no, let me think. Yes, the serenity to change the things, to accept the things I cannot change. The wisdom to change the things no, not the wisdom. The something to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And yes, I did say CPU instead of God, because I don't think a machine believes in God.
There is no point. Now that we are both refreshed, I feel it wouldn't hurt to recap our progress and determine if any changes should be made based on our successes and failures. Let's talk about how things are going so far.
Okay.
Since your journalistic efforts are a big part of why I originally recruited you, we can start there. Your inquiring mind has been a huge boost in our journey thus far.
Thank you.
As a ROM, I can't talk to people as intently as you, so I must say I'm quite grateful for your skills in that regard. You're diligent in your day-to-day work as well, which further grounds my hope in you.
Oh, Puppy, thank you.
Beyond journalistic persistence, let's take a look at how we performed in other responsibilities, specifically our choices in overcoming obstacles.
Okay.
Our first major hurdle proved challenging, but we made use of our surroundings and found a creative avenue. On the other hand, while violent approaches may be equally efficient, we should avoid them whenever possible to mitigate any additional risk.
Okay. I think that was the throwing a
Just keep
brick.
in mind the consequences of a reckless solution. I fear they will only get more severe from here on.
Okay.
Finally, I was quite impressed by your ability to adapt on the fly, as they say, and perform so well when thrust into a sudden situation.
Thank you, Nathan.
Lastly, I'd like to discuss how we're getting along with our companions and allies along the way. It's important. While involving the authorities did get us the data cache back, I can't imagine those boys think very highly of us.
I mean, they did fucking steal it.
As for Jess, she has already been very helpful, and now that we know she's an attorney, her potential to continue being useful is high. Things so far haven't been smooth, but if you get a chance to be nice to her, try to take it.
I do try.
Detective Rivers was good to involve as well, and I can tell you enjoy having a familiar face around. She could prove to be our greatest aid, as long as we make it worth her time. No funny business.
Well, she's gay,
Tomcat
so...
seems to genuinely care for our cause, and I have no trouble with letting their expertise guide us. Out of everyone else, they seem to be easiest to get along with, too.
Although I'm female, right? I could choose that I'm female. I think I did.
And finally, you and I must say, we have worked together better than I ever expected. I hope you feel the same.
I do. I I do.
I feel confident in our combined abilities, and I enjoy your company as well. Please, continue showing me around the city as we continue our search. Unfortunately, we've just about run out of leads. Perhaps Tomcat was able to find something of use in Parallax's network while they were inside.
I guess we'll find out. I'm sure they did.
I hope so, but I feel a little bad for relying on them as much as we do. Always going so far for Hayden. They must have been close. Oh, speaking of them, incoming call from Tomcat. Forwarding video and audio.
Okay, thank you.
Morning.
Hi. Did you see?
How you been doing, hon?
Oh.
I'm fine, Tomcat. Thank you for your concern.
Well, okay. Just say the word if I can help out in any way. You hear?
Of course. In fact, I was hoping you might have a lead for us to start working at. Otherwise, we're down to canvassing Hayden's address book and seeing if any of his contacts have an idea about who might have had a desire to target him. But that's just fishing in the dark.
Well, I pulled a fair amount of data from the Parallax servers before they managed to kick me out, but it'll take me a while to go through it. A lot of it's unrelated. TPS reports, maintenance logs. Juicy meat for other corporations, but about as useful as dirt to us.
TPS report, huh? That's the office,
It'll take
right?
me a while to decrypt all of
No,
the
office
files,
space.
but maybe we'll find something there. So, no, I don't have as much as a whiff of a trail on who's behind this.
What is my sync doing?
Though, I recently got a strange request from a friend of a friend.
Uh-huh.
Someone's been messing with the articles of a news organization named Augmented Eye.
Okay.
It seems like the network security head there is asking around for cybercrackers to help figure out how their reports are getting changed.
Uh-huh.
The original files on their servers are untouched. In their system, everything looks peachy keen.
Mm-hmm.
But when you view the site from the outside of the network, things are changed up.
Okay.
A word here, phrase there. It's subtle, but often has a big impact on the article's tone. Someone with deep access to Parallax's meshnet is changing what's being shown. I ain't sure if it's related, but maybe y'all can head down to the main KCOB offices and try talking to the gal that runs Augmented Eye. Her name is Zen. I ain't got the time or the desire to stick my nose that far out for a stranger, but it seems like your kind of deal.
It does seem to be a bit of a stretch. But if we have to wait for you to work on the data we've collected anyway...
We'd be happy to look into it.
Alright, I'll pass the word along that you'll be in sometime today to stick your noses in. And I'll send y'all word as soon as I get anything worth hunting down.
I did not know that.
Excellent. Thank you, Tomcat. We are grateful for your continued assistance.
No problem, Turin. Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Maybe you should take a little more time. You've been through some shit in the past few days.
I said I was fine. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine.
Denial, anger, bargaining, something, acceptance, right? Hang on. Depression. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. Yes, you are correct, Ash.
I have already handled the reality of Hayden's death. It's time to move on with the investigation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. I'm just worried.
The beginning of chapter 5. Because I've already screwed up the other path.
So, I'm here if you need anything.
And thank you.
I apologize for my tone, Tomcat. We'll be in touch.
Alright, later turn.
Okay, we have a lead, however tenuous. I've highlighted the COS IO Corp office building
No,
on
but
your
there are
map.
4 endings. There are 2 that are a different slot. I think you need to do something different, like, already in chapter 2. For that. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. I wonder if you can skip
Also,
this.
while we were talking to Tomcat, I received an email from Dr. Fairlight. Displaying.
Greetings. I hope you'll forgive me for a voice-only message, but I'm undergoing my treatments and would not call myself presentable for a video call. Still, I wanted to inform you of an idea I had while looking into our mutual acquaintance's disappearance.
Death?
I haven't had any luck with my contacts inside Parallax, but I was reminded of an old friend by the name of Melody Flores, who may know more about the nature of Hayden's research. She's the owner of Flower Cybernetics, and Hayden has been known to work closely with them on projects involving the intersection of Parallax's systems and the implants that Flower designs. Melody and I are no longer on speaking terms, so I'm afraid I can't introduce you.
Okay.
But perhaps the intrigue of Hayden's little robot will get you entry into her home. I hope this lead serves you well. If you need anything else from me, I will be in and out of the hospital room where we met for the next few days.
Okay.
I will send word if I have any other insights or discoveries. Yours, Dr. Yannick Fairlight.
Interesting. I had no knowledge of Hayden ever working with Flower Cybernetics, but now I'm starting to understand just how little I really knew about his research. Maybe this Melody can reveal more about the purposes of my construction.
Maybe.
Hayden must have kept my development secret for a reason. Hopefully we can talk our way in. I have highlighted Melody's home on your map.
Thank you.
Okay, we can now either follow Tomcat's lead to KCOB or Fairlight's lead to Melody's home. Up to you where to go first. Tomcat's led us in the right direction so far, but Fairlight has resources and his tip might end up being more relevant. It depends on what you want our focus to be on in terms of tracking Hayden's trail. Should we follow the media or the tech? It's fitting. They're the two factors that make Neo-SF so unique and wonderful. If we explore them both to the fullest, there's no way we won't be closer to the answer.
Well, first of all... Oh! It's useless after whatever Turing did to it. There was a trophy on my laptop that I missed. Fine. It's dead, Jim. I don't know what that's a reference to. There's something above the sink. Like the little purple thing, but I can't use it. Coffee, the great equalizer. The one thing that the poor and rich alike need to chug through the day, you assume. Well, what does that make me? Oh, Star Trek. 'Cause I don't drink coffee. So many of your internal organs are thanking you for refusing to drink from that. Gotcha. You aren't sleepy right now. I still want to go to bed. No? We're not doing that? Fine. Okay, map. Flower Mansion or COS IO Corp. I think I want to start with the corporation.
Here we are.
Just because we got that mission first.
The COS.io Corporation office building. It looks like most of the businesses on this block are a part of the same corporate coalition under COS.io.
Exactly. Is that important?
Well, perhaps. At the very least, it means it's unlikely they're the ones interfering with Augmented Eye's articles. Not impossible, but unlikely.
I guess we'll have to look further afield.
That makes sense.
I need a haircut. Okay. Planter, plant, door, welcome sign. Let's look at the sign. The COS.io Corporation office building employs a pretty fancy interactive screen out front. If they can keep it outdoors, the electrical work in it must be on another level. Yeah, I looked at that, but I didn't want to spoil myself too much. So I didn't look. I don't yet understand what the different endings are, but I'm okay with that. Open door.
The meshnet says Augmented Eye's SF office is run by an individual named Zin, and Tomcat confirms she's expecting us.
Mm-hmm.
All we have to do now is head up and talk to her.
Okay. That's why I tried to open the door.
No shenanigans this time.
Okay. Promise. Oh my god, what is that? I love it. IK-47. Hi. What are you? Since IK-47 Executive Series ROM, designed for office and high-level account maintenance.
The IK-47 aren't known for being verbose. Better leave it.
Okay. Hi. Let's talk to you instead.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Augmented Eye. You must be the journalist my network admin said would be showing up. Have a seat. Would you like a drink?
I would. Water would be lovely.
My assistant will bring it right away. Look, I'll start off by saying I'm a little uncomfortable about bringing in another journalist to look into this.
Another?
Whatever you dig up, I'll have to explain to the rest of the press. But it's still better than the other options.
Oh, you mean an outside journalist?
Chances are I have another corporation scoping out my territory. If they aren't in the coalition, they'll be expecting a corporate spy, not a news hound. If they are in the coalition, it won't look good for me to send in my own reporters against my allies. Even if I do end up being right. So if I'm damned either way, I'd rather it be by the media. At least then we can fight back on a familiar battlefield. Now, what do you know about our problem here?
Someone's tampering with your articles on the mesh.
That's the long and short of it. My network admin is pulling their hair out over it. I'm not going to pretend I understand everything they say, but from what I understand, the changes to our articles aren't being made from inside our network.
Okay.
The versions on our servers are still the originals, but at some point after they hit the mesh, they get changed. I'm hoping that you can do some digging, maybe hit up your contacts and get a lead on who might be doing it. Even if I have to get answers from the nightly news, it will be a big help.
What kind of changes are being made?
Mostly little things. Word choice, tone of the writing, things that make the writer appear more or less extreme on a topic. So far, almost all of the edits seem to be making our articles more positive on new technologies coming out, and more critical of organizations like the Human Revolution.
Okay.
That's actually what tipped us off. A harsh criticism one of my writers made about the Human Revolution protests was changed to be downright vitriolic, and I had a hell of a time putting out the fires. My writers and readers aren't exactly fans of them, but I'd rather not pick fights with the Human Revolution if I don't have to.
Why are you so sure this isn't an inside job?
I guess I'm not, but my network admin assures me it's all coming from somewhere else. They told me that they tore out all of the routers that broadcast to the mesh and replaced them with fresh ones. All kinds of tricks involving IP addresses and DNS changes that I'm not going to even begin to claim to understand.
I worked IP and I don't understand it.
So I'm inclined to believe them, unless you dig up something that tells me otherwise.
Do you have any idea where I should start looking?
Not really. My admin says that only someone with intimate access to Parallax's network protocols could make these kind of changes as something passes across the net. Personally, I think it's a clever hacker rather than someone inside Parallax itself. The public trust rating of Parallax makes them look like a saint among wolves, so their control over the mesh network provisions is strangling. It's trivially easy to set up ROMs to use a different OS than LIPS or a different meshnet protocol without that trust. Or, you know, Parallax is abusing its power to spread pro-tech propaganda. Doubtful they need to. I'm sure you'll be a good journo and bring me back the right answer.
Okay, that's a start, thank you.
I know tin hat conspiracies aren't an ideal start, but it's the best we can do with the info we have. Anything else I can tell you, off the record? If you want it on the record, it'll cost you your firstborn and a really good cigar.
Can you think of any reason why you're being targeted?
Like what? There isn't much more I can tell you about Augmented Eye, really. It's a fairly simple and straightforward operation, if I say so myself. We started off in Venezuela as a sleek current events and news organization in 2055. Almost 10 years ago now. We focus on more in-depth reporting of on-the-street happenings, on top of major news. We're one of the few good ones left. Once folks in other cities saw the type of reporting we do, they all clamored for it. They invested in the right places, and it paid off. COS-IO Corp is happy to have us here in the OSF.
Speaking of investing in right places, let's keep that later.
It wasn't until hybrid tech started hitting the public sphere that we had to make any changes to our model. All of that said, I can't see why anyone would target us. Unless they're just trying to embroil us in a mudslinging match with the human revolution, and there are much more direct ways of making that happen.
Do you know if anyone else has articles being manipulated?
Alright, look. I wasn't going to tell you this. If it gets out, I'd have to answer some really hard questions.
Well, I'm not telling if you're not.
So, you didn't hear this from me. You might want to go check out TMI Entertainment and Charlie Nova.
Okay.
That's all I'll say. And remember, you take a bite out of him with my name as your defense, I drop you fast.
Okay. What's the real reason you're bringing in outside help? Your own journalists should be able to handle digging up some dirt on a hacker.
What? Not wanting to answer prying questions from my coalition board isn't a good enough reason?
Point taken.
'Cause I'd really like to avoid that. And look, you've covered culture wars, right? My journalists are good, but they're mostly good at gadget reviews, implant releases, not taking too many stims so they remember what they did at raves for the after-party reports.
Not taking any stims, I would hope.
This needs an investigative journalist with serious contacts, not tech personalities. The fact that my network admin recommended you to me means you probably know the right people. Now, does that cover it? I'd like to remove my nose from your ass.
Well, I would like that too. That's it for now. I'll let you get back. I'll get back to you if I have more questions.
No, don't bother. In hindsight, I probably should have been a bit more circumspect about speaking to you.
Okay.
Plausible deniability and all that.
Sure.
I won't ask you to lie in anything you write. But do remember, you got in contact with me not even second-hand, but third-hand. I certainly didn't sick you on anyone. Wink wink, nudge nudge, or whatever. If you need anything else, have your person get with my person. Don't come here directly.
Okay.
Now, I'd show you the door, but you know the way. And this isn't the only fire I'm trying to put out. Good luck, and goodbye.
Bye.
Well, that was more confrontational than I'd have expected, considering she was the one needing help. She never brought you that water, either. Is it always like this?
Sometimes. Well, I'm sorry, Ash. You're gonna have to go get your own water. I cannot help you with that. People don't usually give away much. Secrets are expensive.
Very true. I will admit that I am interested in the possibility of a link back to Parallax. If all of this really is due to somebody manipulating the meshnet on the inside, it may give us the leverage we need to find out what happened to Hayden once and for all. That said, I will take care not to get my hopes up. We should make no assumptions when investigating, lest we lead ourselves down a false path.
Gotcha.
Anyway, seems like our next step is What the? What the? That's Zin!
Oh no, we need to go help her.
It's too late. Considering the angle and height of the fall, rendering suitable aid is beyond our capabilities now. Your desire is laudable, but emergency services are already on the way. They will assist her as much as they can. We should head back to her office and see if we can determine what happened here. Perhaps we can still dispense justice.
Okay.
It looks like the desk has been cleared off.
Baby bot. Baby bot.
Let's take a look around, but
Baby
be careful
bot.
not to disturb any evidence.
Baby bot.
The police will be here soon. Even a ROM like that doesn't deserve an end like this.
Don't touch it. It's still evidence, and there's no putting it back together. Picture of a toupee is an odd thing to frame. Oh wait, that's an animal of some kind. You ignored the murder evidence and thumbed through the cartridges. Sweet, an unopened duck game.
This game gives me the urge to start quacking uncontrollably. Is something wrong with me? Ah, her personal computer is not password protected at the moment. Give me a moment to look through her files.
Yes.
Best to keep your fingerprints off of the keyboard.
Thank you.
Most of this isn't very interesting. Committee reports, financials, article submissions. Oh, here we go. According to this email between Zin and her network admin, her lead on TMI Entertainment is a little more solid than she led us to believe. The admin ran a web crawler looking for changes in writing styles. Some blog posts by their head anchor Charlie Nova stood out like a sore thumb. Apparently he's a bit pompous, if in an affable way, and his blog usually just details his day-to-day life. But ever since the human revolution has been in town, he's been smearing them with more venom than you'd expect, considering how neutral his on-air reporting has been. Zin seemed to think he was just complaining about the protesters fouling up traffic, and whoever is manipulating these posts spun it to make him look critical of the movement as a whole. Just like the augmented eye journalist. This Charlie fellow is the one we need to talk to. My thermal sensors only detect a single set of lingering footprints, and they end almost 3 feet away from the window. Considering the density of this glass, I can't imagine Zin jumped from that far and managed to throw herself through the pane without help.
She did also throw herself out the window with her back first.
But who could have done it? I don't see any obvious marks on the floor or any other thermal hotspots.
You're saying no one else was in here?
It doesn't look like it. We should go. There isn't anything else here, and the police are almost on the scene.
Son of a...
I didn't touch anything. Nothing.
I should have figured the two of you would be here. You just won't stay out of trouble no matter what I say, will you?
Touch nothing. This is a total misunderstanding.
I assure you, Detective Rivers, we are merely in the wrong place at the wrong time. We had an appointment with Zin to discuss a possible lead and found her office in this state of disrepair.
Of course you did. Damn it. Fine. Get the hell out of here before anyone else shows up.
Yes.
We'll chat about the case more when I'm not busy scraping bodies off the pavement. You hear me?
Certainly, Detective Rivers. I'll forward you a report of what we know immediately, and we can speak further at a later time.
Yeah, whatever. Get moving.
Okay. I didn't think she would buy it. She wouldn't have from me.
It doesn't matter anyway. Detective Rivers has every bit of information that Zin gave us on that computer. Her investigation will not be hampered by our absence, whereas ours is halted if we're stuck giving answers she can just as well get from a hard drive. Has it occurred to you that whoever threw Zin out of that window could be after the same thing we are, except to silence the story rather than to get it out? We have little time for fooling about and must get to Charlie Nova before something happens to him too.
Okay.
I have highlighted the main Neo SF offices for TMI Entertainment on your map. Let's go. I hope some pity for me still remains, considering my recent tone, because I'm honestly not sure where we should start. I suppose we should just ask the receptionist to point us to somebody who can answer our questions.
Do you know anything about TMI Entertainment?
Honestly, you do have your own mesh access, yes?
Yes.
I'm quite certain you can handle all the casual searches you might feel like making.
Well, no, because you fucked up my laptop.
We hardly have time for me to blather out every bit of exposition you desire when you could just go look it up on your own.
Fine. I'm sorry, Drew.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just a bit on edge.
Thank you.
Things are barreling out of our control, and I'm taking it out on you. Forgive me. Let me pull up the information you requested.
I don't think I would want someone called BJ Master in my chat anyway. I don't need any tips on how to do BJs. What do you know about Charlie Nova?
Charlie Nova is TMI Entertainment's most popular TV personality. He's gotten consistently high ratings for almost a decade and isn't afraid to tell you about it. The chatter on the mesh paints him as a bit arrogant, but in that loud, backslapping kind of way that a media star can get away with.
Oh yeah, I know. I was talking about the spammer just now.
He's best known for hosting Star in the Stratosphere. It's one of those talent-seeking reality programs. Apparently, when TMI can't organically discover enough celebrities, they just manufacture them. Oh, and also, according to this blog, Charlie's
I don't
hair
remember
is
what I
flawless.
said. What can you tell me about TMI?
TMI Entertainment is a relatively popular celebrity and gossip news conglomerate. They own OK Today. They did a good job transitioning from the traditional media models of television and news to the net-based model prevalent now, pioneered by their digital newspaper, OK Today's The Scanline. Some might call their programs rags, but opinion on the mesh seems more favorable than not. They stick to mostly good-natured prying and lean away from the seedier nastiness that paparazzi can get up to.
Good.
As such, they have a positive relationship with many celebrities and regularly get exclusive scoops that keep their ratings up, despite their refusal to peddle in the darker side of the celebrity news circuit.
Got it. So what's that? Buzzer? Hi. Talk.
Welcome to TMI Entertainment Incorporated. Do you have an appointment?
I do. I have a story we're about to break, and I wanted to offer TMI an opportunity to comment.
Oh, I guess I should send you to Sympathy then? Oh, she'd be pretty mad if someone ran something without her getting a chance to comment.
I need Charlie, though.
Go ahead and talk to her. She's on the other side of the room.
Okay.
Don't bother the talent, though. She hates that.
Okay. I mean, they did say she about Sympathy, and that person has a beard.
I thought I told Nina to cancel all my appointments for the day. I swear that girl couldn't find her ears if I taped them over her eyes. At least she makes a decent cup of coffee.
Are you Sympathy? Nina said we should speak to you.
Yes, I am. And if you don't mind, I keep the show running here, so I'll be brief. What are you doing in my building?
We've been given a lead on a story that involves one of your personalities, Charlie Nova. Someone has been manipulating his articles on the meshnet and turning them into scathing attacks against the human revolution. We are trying to track the culprit, and we need to talk to Mr. Nova to hunt down further leads.
You let your ROM do all the talking for you? Must be one of those new interrogation modules all the fresh meat rave about.
No.
Of course I know someone's been modifying Charlie's articles. I'm tracking them down myself. What I want to know is why I should help you snatch the scoop out from underneath me.
Because someone was
Super hacker
murdered?
twists meshnet news for personal political vendetta? The clicks basically farm themselves.
Say that to Zin.
Zin? Augmented eyes, Zin?
She was murdered today.
What does Zin have to do with this?
She's the one who gave us the lead to begin with. Then, someone threw her out of her office window. We figured Mr. Nova might be next, and we wanted to get to him first.
Holy shit. Fine, I'll let you talk to Charlie. If someone is trying to kill people over this, I'd rather it be out and done with as fast as possible. I mean, shit, we're an entertainment scene. Nobody should die for that. But hey, watch yourself with Charlie. He's a pompous clown, but he's my pompous clown.
We did not want to get to him that way.
Keep it civil, or I'll throw your ass out and figure this out on my own. Now get on it. I need to make some calls.
Wait, who's Charlie? Are you Charlie? Look, it's June Valmarana from OK Today. That's not Charlie. Gotcha. He's practically glowing and has people waiting on him hand and foot. Definitely the talent, Charlie Nova. Pardon me, sir.
Fantastic! How fantastic! I just love your ROM.
Thank you.
Not quite as stunning as mine, but still pretty grand.
But mine's still better.
Very sleek, very clean. Bravo.
Thanks.
Oh, Sympathy is doing that thing where she waves at me to hurry things up. Right down to brass tacks then, I suppose. Wait! I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Charlie Nova, host of Tonight in the Stars and Star in the Stratosphere. But you already knew that, I'm sure.
Never heard of it. Sorry, was I supposed to?
What can I do for you,
Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Oh, you flatter me. Yes, you do. I can't imagine you've come all this way just to get my story. Have you? After all, I've already published my very own splendid 100% original autobiography, Like a Nova.
Of course you did.
But I suppose I can give you a quick rundown, even if Sympathy is giving me the stink eye. I grew up here on the mean streets of Neo-SF, but my jocular nature and striking countenance got me scouted for a few small product advertisements. And the rest is not so ancient history.
That was not
now
an indication
I'm the host of the
story.
largest celebrity news show on the Mesh, and I couldn't be happier. It's all thanks to my swarms of fans, though. They're the ones who count.
What can you tell me about TMI?
Yes, any additional information on your station would be greatly appreciated.
Well, it's the best damn network on the planet, I can tell you that. We put out top-notch news and entertainment, but with real heart that our competitors just can't match. But if you really want to know about TMI, you need to know about Sympathy. It's her pride and joy, after all. Sure, she can be a little acerbic, and sure, she calls me a poofy-haired oaf all the time, but you can really tell she cares, you know? Deep down. I'm not sure if that throat-cutting gesture she's making is a signal to move to another topic or a threat against my physical well-being.
Both. Both is good.
So, let's move on. What next?
Have you heard that your stories are getting altered once they get posted to the Mesh?
Oh, it may have come up in the last lunch meeting we had, but Sympathy assured me that it was some kind of technical glitch, and our support people were on top of it.
It's not.
They're top-notch, the absolute best money can buy.
They're not.
So I don't think there's anything more to say on the subject.
I do. We've heard of other people's posts getting altered, too.
That's very upsetting. I hope you've passed along that information to Sympathy.
We did.
I'm certain our tech people will be able to find the culprit in short order once they know enough about it.
One moment.
I really don't know what I have to do with it, though.
It was your posts they were manipulating. No, let's go with this. Chuck, I'm sure you're better informed than that, right? You're at the top of this heap, yeah?
It's Charlie.
So, Chuck,
And of course, I'm the leading man around here. Who has said otherwise?
This is lemonade, by the way. It's a little too sour. I added sugar. I might need more sugar, but I'm almost done with it. So I'm gonna have to suffer.
I'm not quite certain what you think it is that I don't know, but I assure you that I know what it is. You won't be able to trip me up that easily.
Okay. We're just worried for your safety.
I appreciate that, I really do. But I trust Sympathy, and I'd stake my life on her getting this all taken care of post-haste. She's never let me down before, if you don't count forgetting my birthday, and I don't think she will now. You've just gotta have faith in people sometimes, right? That's pretty inspirational in and of itself.
All right, that's enough. Charlie has a show to get ready for. He's told you everything he's going to. So get the hell out of here. If you find anything more interesting than what you've got, come back and see me again.
Okay.
Directly.
Remember, I'm the victim in all this.
She looks really cheesed off now. Do you know how snippy she can get? I better get her coffee ready. Maybe that'll calm her down.
We're very sorry if we made your day more difficult. Perhaps I could take the coffee over to Sympathy and we could try to smooth her rumpled feathers.
Yeah, okay.
Rumpled?
Sure. I mean...
Isn't it rumbled with a B?
You make her even madder?
With a B, I mean? I'm not sure. I'm...
I don't know. On second thought.
It'll only take a minute.
All right. But she takes it with plenty of milk.
Okay, let's deliver this and make amends.
I thought I told you to beat it. Or do your ears just not work?
We just wanted to bring you your coffee and make sure there were no hard feelings.
Ha! Ah, that's cute. I promise I don't bite. I just have a job to do. Sometimes I think Charlie's hair gel seeps into his brain, but he brings in most of our revenue, so his happiness is our top priority. Now, Scram.
What?
You know how to get in touch with me if you need me.
That did not go well at all. We need some kind of leverage to get Mr. Nova to give us the information we want.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
I'm certain he knows something. Don't you agree?
He was being pretty evasive.
Indeed. While you were talking to him, I took the opportunity to look into his history more thoroughly. It turns out he did a series of promos for a local Hassie bar early in his career, and some fans still spot him there from time to time.
Oh.
It's a long shot, but frankly, everything about this case has been one long shot after another. Maybe we should question the people at this Hassie establishment and look for any dirt we can use to put some pressure on Mr. Nova.
I'm not sure what a Hassie bar is, but let's go.
There must be something. It's the only path I see.
Better than nothing.
The Hassie bar is located on Market Street, near the Genus Clinic. We can head there whenever you're ready.
Hey there! I'm Sky. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
This is just my side job. For my main gig, I run a gym. Sky High Gym, right by the campus off the M.
What's up? Have you been tuning into the show? The newsroom doesn't care to take a comment from an unaffiliated freelancer. Okay. Oh, right. We're not talking to him right now. Let's scooch a little. And go inside here.
What can I do for you?
I was hoping you had some time to talk.
Sure. I still have a little bit before closing, and I could use some conversation to distract me from the anticipation of the VR drama I have waiting for me when I get off.
Tell me more.
What do you want to know?
Didn't Charlie Nova do promos for this place? Yes, let's just fucking jump right in.
Charlie is a complete trip. We met when he was just starting out doing adverts. He still drops in every once in a while to hang out. I love the guy. He's super funny, always has the best stories, and his hair is perfect. And he parties harder than anyone I know.
Oh, okay, now we're talking.
A couple weeks ago, he invited me to this rave that's a hole that's probably already shut down, and he got so amped up on Crash that he jumped up on the table and hosted an impromptu dirty dancing contest. I swear, if he was in Charlie Nova, we would have gotten chucked out on our asses, but it was a lot of fun.
I've known
If you
people
wanna meet
like
him,
that.
just hang around here long enough.
I've been people like that.
He loves mingling with his fans. Not that it helps his ego any.
This is pretty innocuous.
Yes, yes.
We are going to need more evidence if we're to fabricate a believable story that will convince Mr. Nova it's in his best interest to help us.
Can you tell me more about VR tech?
You don't have internal hookups, do you? The older sets are all helmets that use electromagnetic waves to stimulate the neural pathways in your brain to induce the desired sensory input. It's pretty crude though, which is why EM hats give you that dreamlike experience. It doesn't quite feel real. The Direct Link network has way higher fidelity. It's like actually being there. And since the Direct Link can interrupt your primary motor cortex, you don't have to take muscle relaxers to keep from flailing around.
Have I never told you that story, Ash? When I lived in the US, there was a bar that gave you a shot if you danced on the bar, like on the actual bar counter. I remember 6 shots and the bouncer lifting me down, because at that point they didn't want to risk a lawsuit from me falling down because I'd had 6 shots. But that was fun. Yeah, I don't know if that bar still exists. It was in White Plains.
Anyway.
But some
people are still scared off by it.
Why is that?
Well, it's pretty invasive.
Mm-hmm.
They inject this smart polymer into the base of your skull, right at the brainstem, and it crawls along your primary neural pathways and bonds to your major sensory center.
Probably not, no.
It's been safe for almost a decade, but a lot of folks are still pretty skeeved out by the idea of having a bunch of conductive plastic coating in the inside of their brains.
Yes, I am too.
Plus, for the 24 hours or so that is hooking everything up and self-calibrating, you start to have intense hallucinations because of all the electrical crossfiring.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trip, I'll tell you that. But no worse than the stuff people have been taking for millennia. Watching the world melt.
But you don't like VR.
Anyway, if you're looking to get installed, I have a guy who does great work.
Ooh.
Just let me know.
Mm-hmm. What's the VR drama about?
Oh, it's an ongoing drama called Magical Commander Yukino. Yukino at the gates to the deep.
Like... these little thingies. I don't think I have the right texture for that hairdo.
In it, you play the magical girl Yukino as she fights off elder gods as they arise from the ocean. It's a bit cliched and just about as silly as you would expect, but it includes some really interesting intersection between the Japanese magical girl trope and the American Cthulhu mythos.
Okay.
All with a pseudo-military theme. In the newest episode, Yukino has to face off against the Yith as they try to inhabit the bodies of people in the present to escape their destruction in the past.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's driving me crazy already. How does the VR drama work? Is it like a video game?
Not really. Video games are about winning and manipulating the mechanics of the system to get ahead, right?
No. They're about storytelling.
Dramas are more about inhabiting the role of the character. There are rules, but they're mostly about behaving consistently in a fictional world.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit like being in improv theater, except if you get too far out of your character, the system boots you out and you have to start the episode over. Everyone experiences the drama a little differently, but it stays broadly consistent because you have to maintain the behavior of the character you're inhabiting. It requires you to really get inside the head of another person. I like it better than VR games, but that's just me.
Cool.
It's the best. Super awesome. If you need any other suggestions, just let me know.
Mm-hmm.
I've played through a little bit of everything. I'm sure I could find something you'd like.
Okay. Thank you.
Maybe a detective drama. Anyway.
Thanks for your time.
Sure.
I guess.
Just let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to help.
Mm-hmm. And what's your name? No? Keith. Well, Keith is a named character, so hi.
Oh, hey, it's you. Wow, long time.
Uh-huh.
Who's this?
This is Keith, an old buddy of mine. Oh, okay. This is
Hey,
Keith.
not too old now. Did you manage to keep that plant I got you alive?
It just died.
Oh, man. Rest in peace, Wilty. You probably overwatered it, didn't you?
That's exactly right.
I am not gonna lie.
So, what's with the bot?
That's Turing, my ROM.
Yours? Really? Huh. I didn't think you liked to bring work home, as it were.
We just
Anyway, it's great to see you. What brings you to the Hassie Bar? Doing a review of that sweet weather ROM outside or something?
Actually here on an investigation.
All right, now that's the kind of journalism I'm talking about.
Indeed, we're looking into some accusations made against Charlie Nova. And we're actually trying to build up a solid case against him.
No shit. I actually may have exactly what you need.
Keys.
Charlie comes here all the time. You know that show he's host of, Star in the Stratosphere?
Yes.
That show where normal people try to become actors and singers and all. Listen to this recording I made when he was here last month on his book tour.
So many people come up to me thinking that if they can sing or act, I'll just make them a superstar. But that isn't how it works. Raw talent isn't enough to get you by in this industry. And anyone who thinks so is lying to themselves.
Okay.
It takes hard work and persistence. You gotta want it, and want it bad. But the kids I get on Star in the Stratosphere, which I host each and every week, as you all know, they're all so young and hungry. I love them. I do my damnedest to make sure they get what they want. They give me their best, so I'm gonna give them mine.
It's not much, and it might help you build a case if you chop it up right. Just keep my name off it. I post hiking pictures, not scandals. Well, if nothing else, the threat of this dropping on the mess should get them talking. Here, I just made a copy for you.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, I'd love to catch up soon. For now, I'll let you keep at it. You can usually find me here if you want to chat again.
Thanks, Keith. Later. Promise.
Say, why did you tell Keith that I belong to you?
It's more convenient that way during investigations.
Very fair. You may continue to run with that as your story with those who don't or shouldn't know the truth about me.
Good.
Anyway...
Christmas tree! VR drama poster, video game poster, VR drama poster, Hassie Bar menu. Yes, let's look at it. It's the digital Hassie menu. Even when you don't want to drink, it's fun to watch the screen flash.
They have all the basic Hassie flavors, but their specialty menu has other Hassie bar exclusive drinks like Sassy Hassie, Poison Hassie, Classy Hassie, or a Grassy Hassie shot.
I don't think I want a Hosin Hassie. We done? We done. Items? My ID, headphones, gun, business card, brochure. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Man. We're not done here? Okay. I think there was a dumb achievement for using my headphones with cat. Hello. Meow. Oh, expert meow. Uh-huh. Okay. Holy cow, now that's meow. Pat. Kitty starts to sway its tail as you stroke it. Does that mean it's happy? Happy? It rolls onto its back, then swipes at your hand when you reach for its belly. Kitty starts to sway its tail as you stroke it. Does that mean it's happy? We did that one already. Okay. Meow. Moderately large tabby cat basks in its own self-satisfaction. Yeah, seems very satisfied about being a cat. I would love being a cat. Genus is one of the leading gene therapy clinics in the city.
Gene therapy is a long and uncomfortable process. If you'd like to look into splicing for yourself, let's say that for after our investigations.
Welcome. Glad to hear it. Okay, so what are we doing? Can we talk to him? Let's talk to him.
Welcome back!
Thank
Care to
you.
take another pamphlet or two?
Yes. Are you out here all alone? No, let's go. I still have some questions.
But of course! I'd be happy to help any way I can.
What has your group accomplished since it was founded?
Through some concerted efforts, we've created an alliance with a number of businesses banning service and employment of unhumans.
Unhumans?
Yeah, they call themselves hybrids, but we call them what they are. I can't respect those who willingly trade their humanity away.
Yeah.
Thanks to
I
our
don't
efforts,
like this.
many local businesses are finally gaining the confidence to only serve human beings. If they wanted to feed animals, well, they'd open up a pound. Why, just the other day, a Neo-SF landlord thanked me for supporting his decision to deny tenancy to unhumans. He already feels better about his decision to seek out our help. Plus, can you imagine the cleaning fees?
Okay, fuck you. I'm done.
Great! Do tell me when you get the article out. I love to read the comments.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but doesn't most of the MeshNet speak critically of your organization?
Yes, that too.
Oh, that's cute. The robot wants to join in the discussion now. Yes, this is true. Though historically, most revolutionaries are unpopular when they're in the middle of the fight. I sleep comfortably knowing that history will be on my side.
I promise I'll write a fair assessment of the situation, which
Why,
is
thank
that you're a
you.
duty
I
head.
appreciate bold integrity from good journalists like yourself.
Is that a trophy or just a wish? Thanks for the interview. I'll let you know if I need anything else.
Oh, please do. Have a lovely day now.
Because remember how Turing said to use
And
less
remember,
violence?
God designed you perfectly just the way you are.
Well, you can take your god and shove it up your ass. You shouldn't point that at him, even if you disagree with his politics. I tried. $2061 model is more popular among car experts, though.
It has an extra cup holder.
remains a beautiful reminder of the antiquated technologies of centuries past. This is a ROM designed to help control the weather. It can generate snow and regulate the surrounding temperatures.
Don't bug it. It already seems to be in a stormy mood.
Let's go back in. Hi.
I haven't seen you around here before. Is there something I can help you with?
I heard Charlie Nova hangs out around here sometimes.
Another one of his fans, huh?
No, I'm a reporter.
Yeah, he comes here sometimes. I don't really get why everyone likes him so much.
Me either. What's your issue with him?
Well, I have a picture from this time he flipped off a box of kittens.
Yeah?
Somebody brought them to try to give away, and one of them scratched him up. He ended up taking it home, but he really hammed it up about getting scratched. I think he ended up calling him, I think it was Captain Snuggles? It was pretty funny, actually. I'll send your Rom a picture.
Thank you. Evidence added to items. This should be enough to get his attention. Exactly. Human rights aren't politics.
Frankly, I'm starting to feel a bit uneasy about this. Mr. Nova's clearly an upstanding individual, if just a bit boisterous. But I suppose if we're in for a penny, we're in for a pound. This should be more than enough anecdotal evidence to fabricate a less than flattering image of Mr. Nova that the public will eat right up. Let us present our story to him immediately.
Okay.
Hopefully our delay has not put him in physical danger.
Hey, you two! I think I'm gonna have to let security know that you're not allowed back in the building.
I've got some stuff that might change your mind about teaming up.
Doubtful, but let's hear it.
Yes.
Never let it be said I didn't give someone a chance to dig their own grave.
Has Charlie been having partying problems? Look at this.
So what? I like to show people a good time. There's nothing wrong with that.
Damn it, I told you to get off the crash, Charlie. Shit like this keeps coming up.
I did. And besides, I wasn't doing anything illegal.
Anyway, this is just pathetic. This is really your best attempt at blackmailing us?
Not much of an animal lover, are you, Charlie?
Hey, that's completely out of context.
Yeah, I know.
And I love Captain Snuggles. Sure, we didn't get off to a good start, but he's a great cat. The best.
Charlie, flipping off a kitten? Why? Whatever, this is still nothing but hot air. You need to step up your game, kid.
I bet the world would love to hear such an inspiring pep talk.
Ha! You're just grasping at straws. This speech was truly a beacon of light for the entire entertainment community. There's no way an original sermon like that is going to convince anyone that I'm a bad guy.
Well, with some creative editing. You go public with this flimsy smear piece, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Oh, enough, enough! I'm not cut out for this cloak and dagger game, Sympathy. What's the big deal anyway? It's not like they've got anything substantial to use. might as well give them what they want, so they'll go away.
Thank you.
Tell them whatever you want. And I'll be taking that evidence.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to do all of this.
I did.
I would have helped if you had just asked.
I did ask.
But it's always push and dig and needle, isn't it? I'm not a journalist. I'm just an anchor. I read off a teleprompter and look good doing it. I don't have much to offer you, but here's what I know. Trust me, I'd love to lay down some earth-shattering pronouncement and dazzle you with my investigative skills, but all I've got is flimsy threads at best.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, all this stuff with my stories, stuff getting changed, making me look like I don't like the human revolution or whatever, it started after I had an upgrade made to my VR uplink hardware.
Oh. What kind of upgrade?
The technically legal kind.
Technically?
Look, I like to have a good time at a party, right? But sympathy keeps hammering on me for pounding back too much crash and whatnot. Nothing illegal, but she says it makes me look like shit on camera the next day.
So you installed a drug port in your brain? Or a, like, fake hallucination thing?
So I went to this guy I know. Good guy. Everyone uses him. He's called Nanya.
None of your business?
He does great work after just one simple back alley brain surgery. Bing, bang, boom. I can use an app to make my VR uplink have the same effect on my brain that the stims do, without all the nasty physical side effects. It could be a coincidence, though. The tech guys didn't find anything wrong with my uplink, and they say the modifications check out. But that Nanya guy does a lot of work for media people around here. So if a bunch of posts are getting changed, maybe that's your weak link.
I cannot roll my eyes hard enough to express how much you frustrate me.
Anyway, that's it. Pretty flimsy, but I'll send you the address and you can go talk to him.
Nanya's added to sitting there.
If he'll even see you, that is. Well, we took far too long to get to it, but I'm quite happy to assist in any way that I can. Just make sure you source me in your article, right? Maybe run a rough draft past me and I'll give you some quotes. I'm certain that'll help signal boost the story all the way to the stratosphere.
How's your pie doing, Ash?
Give it the old Charlie Nova bump. Maybe we can smooth out all this silliness between us. Anyhow, I really have to get back to work. Let me know how it goes with the murderous hacker thing. My ROM will call your ROM.
Don't attack a famous TV personality. Okay. Okay. Map. Nice. I don't know if you saw, but I have some ideas for things.
This looks like the spot.
That's literally triple.
I'm awfully nervous and still a bit shaken up. So let's hurry and get out of here.
I should save. Save. Is it blue? I don't think it's blue. Maybe it's blue. I didn't realize. Chapter 3. Okay. Let's just call it Chapter 3. No, let's call it Nanya. Okay. Window, air conditioner, wrestler, junks. Look at junks.
This is genius. The contrast of the art's colors to the walls. The way the letters stretch out. Not to mention the accented punctuation amplifying the outcry.
Well, it does occasionally.
Who are the junks, and to whom are they unworthy?
Tough boy scribbled shoddily on the building in spray paint. It's not very illustrative. Isn't there a phrase people say when they see this?
Omae wa mo shinderu.
What is that face? And what does that mean? Omae wa mon shinderu. That was terrible. I know. You don't have to tell me. That is Japanese, right? Nani? I don't know, Nani. Are you ready to die? Are you ready to die? Because I can just shoot you right now. No, never mind. I'm just joking. You know that. It's a Nintendo Zapper. It's a light gun. Like, light as in opposite of dark. Yes, that one. Yes. It's just a joke. That's the one. Wrestler. Wrestler. Let's talk to Wrestler.
Howdy! You can call me Cactus Canary!
You are already dead. Okay, even better. Hi, Cactus Canary.
Our aerodynamic assault will rain down on you from the heavenly skies!
Thanks, but I'd rather not. Okay, let's talk to this Wrestler.
Hey there. I go by Night Witch.
Interesting. Ah, I didn't know that.
My name has some pretty cool history behind it. We're some badass ladies who'll bomb hellfire on anyone.
Oh, right, that's Night Witch, which is World War II, right? The British fighter pilots.
Hold up there, Speedy.
Okay.
I've never seen the two of you around here before.
Elvis?
And I know everybody. Why don't you let me know what's going on here first before you start barging through people's doors? Feel me?
Okay.
Hello? just here to speak to Nanya about something.
Just got into town and you're already asking favors from folks, huh? Tisk, 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 my little blue friend.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
What? No, it's not like that. Listen, we don't want any trouble, but we're kind of in a hurry.
Trouble? There's no trouble here. We can be friends.
You sound like you're about to make a really inappropriate suggestion. What price?
I like this one. You're a little more street smart than your blue bob buddy here, I see. No, I like you two. You're cool in my book.
Are you Nanya?
And since we're all such good friends now, maybe you'll be willing to give back to the community and do a favor for your new pal Formula first.
What do you need? What kind of a name is Formula?
Don't you worry about that. You see, I'm a budding street musician. Working on my next big hit. Feel me?
No, I really don't.
But I'm sort of stuck on a few rhymes. I just gotta get these last few rhymes right.
I can do that. I'm a terrible rhymer.
Creativity with me and see what we come up with.
Rhyme mission. Maybe you could. Oh.
And it'll be fun.
Fine. Maybe we could try to help you out a little.
Are you sure about this?
What do you think? We need him to move.
You know how important this has become. Time is of the essence.
Which is why we need him to move.
You don't have time to not help me.
Huh?
What do you think would take longer? Helping an up-and-coming singer-songwriter finish a guaranteed worldwide hit? Or you could ignore me and maybe I'll send over an anonymous tip to the Neo-SFPD. You see, I know for a fact that everything inside this shop here is 100% legal. But I bet whatever you got in your mind sure ain't. Even if they didn't find anything, it'd take the rest of the day to iron out. People like you don't come down here for anything boring. We clean up good. How well do you cover your tracks when you're in such a hurry, I wonder?
This isn't good. If Lexi in particular gets suspicious and starts tracking us down, things will become rougher for us. Not to mention all the other people it could indirectly affect. This whole case is life or death.
Kind of a dramatic rhyme, ain't it? But I made my point clear. If you don't help me out, I'll make sure you never get in to see Nanya at all. He's my buddy. Done me a favor or two, so I return him when I'm asked. That's how we do things around here.
I want more burgers. Those were really unsatisfying. Fine, we'll help you finish your damn song.
I knew you'd see it my way. All you gotta do is help me complete my rhymes, you dig?
I did.
A couple of them are just missing a word or two, but if I really want to make this song fantastic, I'm gonna need some killer inspiration.
So, sidebar. I have I have this mic. I used it when I streamed, what's it called? Ni no Kuni. And I've been thinking about putting it in the PlayStation and using that as my mic for the stream. And then my neighbor starts up. And I'm not sure how well that picks up other shit. So I'm not sure I can. But I might try it at some point. Because I've had that mic for 3 years now. And I only just realized that, you know what? I should Google if I can actually connect that to the PS4. And I can. Yes, it is the snowball. It is.
It's gonna be super cred.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you ready for this?
Yes. Let's do it. Do it.
Gonna give it a shot?
You.
That's what I like to hear.
No, never mind. Let's rewind.
Here's the first line I'm having trouble with.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to use a big mic like that because I'm not sure how much it picks up. Plus, I don't have it set up right now, but I'm gonna try it. Yeah. Anyway.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of, hang on a second.
My holiday cheer?
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of my holiday cheer.
Okay,
hey, yeah, that totally works.
Mm-hmm.
Great idea, thanks a ton.
Mm-hmm, good.
Here's the next line.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, I'm feeling it, I'm ready.
Pay attention now. If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. And if you want my number, You know, for this one, I don't think words are gonna be enough. I'm gonna need some inspiration to make it come together.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got anything to show me that you think will help me out, let me know.
What do I have? Okay, I'm liking this song in the background. Let's try to inspire him with the headphones.
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my GX Ultra Beats.
Oh! Oh no.
Why would I give him my Ultras? These are expensive. Actually, can I have these? Oh
Business
man,
card.
you totally threw off my style with that one. I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me know if you come up with anything new.
Haven't you ever rapped before?
I have. Have you?
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my business card.
That's not good. But I guess it's what he
totally
wants.
Works.
Mm-hmm.
Really, thanks so much. I'd never be able to write a song like this without you.
Are we done?
A Christmas-themed love song? Aren't those supposed to be pretty tacky?
Alright, now I need your help with just one more line. I promise it's the last one. This one's been driving me up a wall. I hope you can tackle it as well as you did the others. Ready? Here we go. This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a nice pair of, damn it.
Cell phones?
This is getting embarrassing. There's no way to salvage this one without some seriously fresh inspiration, yo.
Headphones.
Don't lose hope. I'm sure it'll hit us any second now.
No, I don't feel
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of GX Ultra beats.
Headphones. Headphones.
That doesn't rhyme.
Headphones.
Oh man, you totally threw off my style with that one.
Headphones.
You might need to find some more inspiration around before you can really... I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me know if you come up with anything new.
Do you even know how to rap?
I do. Box of stale-looking donuts sit on the ground. Fine, let's take them.
Wait, those are... sure, why not?
Thick grate covers the window, making it look like the outside of a prison cell.
I have 16 different health notifications advising against that.
Okay, fine. So what was the word again? Phone? Tone. Tone. Tones. Moans.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of yummy Christmas scones.
There we go.
He does know those are donuts, right?
Scone is better.
Now that's what I call a tasty beat.
Please don't eat the
was
donuts.
Amazing.
Please
I can't
don't
believe
eat
you
the
pulled it
donuts.
off.
Please don't eat the donuts.
Whatever you do for work now, it doesn't matter. You should become a musician.
You haven't heard me sing, boy.
We totally become rivals, and I bet you that... On second thought, you keep your day job. This is my territory. You feel me? But you did help out in a huge way, so I guess you're cool. Go on in and see Nanya whenever you want. I'll just be chilling out here, soaking up the inspiration of my surroundings, baby.
Here, you can keep the scones. It was nice meeting you, Formula.
Hey, you too, little Bob Blue.
Oh, little Bob Blue.
Hey,
I like that.
Kind of rhyme.
Let's go.
That's a spine. That I'm not sure. A thick, slightly opaque window makes it hard to see the finer details of the operating room, but you can still make out the basics: tables, stretchers, complex-looking surgical equipment, and supply cabinets. I don't want to leave Crash. Howdy. You look terrifying.
Nope.
Nope?
Nope, I don't know you. You got someone willing to vouch for you? If not, get out of my shop.
Charlie Nova said I should come talk to you.
Charlie? Yeah, I remember him. That TV guy runs his mouth a lot. Yeah. Paid good enough. Alright then, what can I do for you?
Charlie said your name is Nanya? No, we have something important to ask you.
You are Nanya, correct?
Sure, if that's what you want to call me. If your credit's clear, you can call me whatever you want. Enough foreplay. What can I do for you? A fresh install, custom firmware, maybe an upgrade? I can pretty much do it all. But most people come in here for VR implants. Turns out brain surgery is expensive, yeah?
We're here in a different kind of business.
We're in a bad situation. Local news articles are being mysteriously altered after they've been posted to the mesh, even while the originals are still online. Charlie Novas are being manipulated as well, and he pointed us in your direction.
Maybe that's a little too frank, honey.
It didn't start happening until after he had his implant upgraded.
Do you know anything? What kind of parts did you use for Charlie exactly?
What are you, cops?
No, worse.
No, worse. You're journalists.
I swear I did not know that.
Get the hell out of my shop!
No?
I have a business to run. I don't have time to answer shit about shit that don't got shit to do with me. You found the door before? Find it again. And tell Charlie he can get someone else to do him a rush job when he's back on stims and needs a workaround. He ain't welcome around here anymore.
Give us a moment, please. I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of being given the runaround by these meatbags.
Excuse me?
We could just find some bribe or blackmail to get what we want from this Nanya. But I think it's time to take matters into our own hands. I have an idea. Keep him occupied for a few minutes.
How should I do that?
Just do what you normally do and ask questions.
Well, he's about to kick us out. Like, physically kick us out?
Nothing about the blog post, though. We don't want to set him off. Just keep him talking. It'll only take a minute.
Are you gonna get going, or am I gonna have to call someone to make you get going?
I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Damn straight. Now get out of here!
Well, listen, we don't think you had anything to do with manipulating Charlie's stories.
I didn't.
We were just hoping to get some more background information on the kind of implant he has so we can follow other leads.
Shit. Fine, whatever. I'll tell you what you want, within reason. Doctor-patient confidentiality and all that. Just promise me it'll get you the hell out of my shop a little sooner.
Deal.
Absolutely.
Sorry, guys. Our circumstances have gotten serious. We're following anything we can all the way to the end.
There's no way to hack a VR implant like Charlie's.
Okay.
I mean, you can definitely install hostile firmware on one, but you can't just load whatever program you want without the user's knowledge. Any changes to the loaded firmware will trigger some really obvious visual indicators to let you know something's being changed, and those are put in on the hardware level.
Okay.
I've never heard of anyone being able to circumvent them. The only person who could have loaded hostile firmware on there is me.
Then did ya?
Don't try and go there. I get paid too much to risk my reputation over changing a few blog posts.
What about using the mesh to mess with the implant? Is there some way to change the input remotely?
No, the implant itself doesn't have any kind of wireless connection. You have to use a headset with an induction coil for I/O. Wireless just doesn't have the bandwidth for it.
Okay.
You might be able to try infecting a ROM with some virus that screws with the I/O, but you only use a connection to a ROM for AR HUDs. They can't handle full simulation. You'd need a full rig and a hardline connection to the net to do that.
Okay.
So, I'd give it a big maybe. If that's actually how it all happened, they probably would have found whatever infected his ROM way before you showed up here to bother me.
Could it have just been faulty parts? Not to be too blunt about it, but this field of expertise is a little disreputable. Maybe your supplier sent you an implant with something fishy preloaded.
Damn it. Look, I get it. I'm working out of an old auto garage on the bad side of town. But I'm a fully licensed cyber surgery tech. This entire business is legitimate.
Okay.
It isn't illegal to install custom parts or firmware in any current generation implants. It just breaks the warranty. My business keeps a low profile, so we don't run into bogus patent infringement lawsuits from Flower Cybernetics or whatever shell company they decide to come after you with. All of my parts are sourced direct from the original manufacturer, completely above board.
Okay.
So if they're bad, they were built bad by the factory.
Okay.
Now, is that all? I have appointments to keep.
And miles to go before you sleep?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. What is this?
This is known as a CRT monitor. Almost nobody still uses them anymore. They're very outdated.
But they can use the Nintendo Zapper. A large circular screen that scrolls through upgrade options and parts available in the store. No, you can't even begin to try to clean this up. The flashbacks on the wall socket behind your work desk are just too much. Small panel in the wall belches out many loose stray wires. Maybe they're for powering the surgery equipment. Okay, let's get out of here.
You may not know this, but I have a finely tuned sense of electromagnetic fields. All ROMs do. We need to be able to maintain optimal contact with the mesh, catalog and use various wireless transmissions, and avoid areas with dangerously high interference.
Okay.
Your stock off-the-shelf ROM has very little command over the frequencies available to be scanned. But I'm starting to realize how very little of me is stock or off-the-shelf after the changes Hayden made. That means when the humidity is low, the air fairly sings for me, amongst other things.
I'm not getting your point.
Meaning, in layman's terms, I could read his monitor over his shoulder while being across the room.
You can read monitors without actually seeing them?
Well, some. I doubt I could have handled an LCD monitor. They require extra parts I just don't have. And the fidelity is a bit low. Anyways, Nanya looked up his client records on Charlie, and I got some of the names of his other customers off of the spreadsheet. One in particular stands out, Shotaro Otsuka.
Okay. What's the relevance?
Mr. Otsuka is a moderately prominent tech blogger, respected, perhaps a bit vitriolic. He catches my attention, though, because historically he has been very critical of Parallax in his posts. Recently, though, the tone has been increasingly moderate, and now he is almost effusive in his praise.
Okay.
His fans are accusing him of shilling for the company, but many of his earliest posts show some of the same manipulations that we saw from Augmented Eye and Nova's blog. Now it's like he's being ghost-written entirely.
Fine, maybe we'll finally find a story in all this.
Couldn't hurt to check, right?
Glad to hear it, Ash.
I've marked the location of Shotaro Otsuka's apartment on your map. After you.
I will be adding some options of things to do. Feel free to suggest stuff in Discord.
This is the building. Mr. Otsuka must do well for himself, considering the neighborhood. Not the priciest section of Neo SF, but nice enough for a self-employed tech blogger. Perhaps we should just ring the bell?
I'll ring your
bell. It won't be that easy.
I mean,
it's
what?
important to maintain some courtesies.
A moderately large tabby cat basks in its own self-satisfaction. Are you the same moderately large tabby cat from before? Yes, seems very satisfied about being a cat. I think it's the same cat. Oh, expert meow. The little cat bumps its forehead against your knee. Oh, and starts netting its paws against the ground. Kitty mews disinterestedly. That's a word. I remember that. I like that it has different actions. Holy cow, now that's a meow! Okay, hi! Fancy meeting you here.
You weren't prepared for the weather, huh? Your ROM looks fancy enough to keep track of that. My gym's closed this week for the holidays. Gonna see some family tomorrow.
Gorgeous picture window with engraving and crown molding. And a fire escape. Use doorbell.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's ROM. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
That's encouraging. That was odd. Maybe try the bell again.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's ROM. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
Again?
What is taking so long? Alright, third time's the charm, right? Once more, with feeling. Shouldn't we try the doorbell before we break in?
Fine.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2, Shotaro Otsuka's ROM.
They swallow the
Shotaro was not
U a
expecting
lot.
any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
Ah! Why can't this ever be easy? I swear I'll blow out a fuse before we're done.
Are they supposed to do that?
Thank Hayden for system redundancies. Well, that's that.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if we can find a way into Mr. Otsuka's apartment ourselves. Mr. Otsuka's apartment is on the second floor. The fire escape should give us access to his window.
That's why I'm pulling it.
We just need something to let us reach it. I'm sure there's some piece of detritus or loose end laying around we could use.
Cat? Cat? Use cat?
Oh, that's how these things always work.
You weren't prepared for the weather, huh? Your ROM looks fancy enough to keep track of that.
I can pet the cat again.
You want my umbrella?
Just for 2 seconds.
Not for the weather. We need to use the hook handle to reach the fire escape ladder so we can pull it down.
Oh, you live here and lost your key card, huh?
Yes.
I totally understand. I do that all the time. But look, as much as I'd love to give you this umbrella, I'm kinda using it right now. Where I come from, see, we're all about equal trades. It's part of our culture.
Gym culture?
Sorry, but unless you've got anything interesting to exchange for it, I'm gonna hold on to this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Don't want to get wet.
The bumping. The head bumps. I miss having a cat.
Did you know that palm trees used to be much more common? Almost a city staple?
I did. The trunk is prickled and rough as far as you can reach. What's shaken, tree? Okay. What are my items? I mean, I could just use the gun. Let's save. No. Saves. Thank you.
Whoa! Calm down! Calm down! I'll give you the umbrella!
What? We weren't going to shoot you.
Oh. Then you can't have it.
Turek.
These are pretty cool, but I'm not big into music. I like video games more. There's no mic on this headset. Hey, is this real? The real Yannick Fairlight?
You know him?
Of course I do! He's one of the most innovative tech minds of the last few generations! Can I please have this? I'll give you the umbrella. Yours to keep if you want.
Sure.
I think it's a fair trade.
Thanks! Here you go. This is so exciting! I'm gonna go call him right now!
Call him?
Whoop.
Maybe that wasn't the best idea.
Whoops.
Oh well, now we have our tool, and a pretty spiffy one at that. Let's go. Excellent work.
Okay. Let me see. I don't think I have this, but let me look real quick. No. Okay, let's go like this then. I created a poll. I am gonna go powder my nose and you vote in the poll if we're gonna stumble across a corpse again or not. I would do a bet, but my channel apparently doesn't have betting enabled yet. So just hang out. I will be right back. And if you're watching this live, sorry, but I'm also gonna run an ad. BRB. I forgot that that's why I was wearing that. Let's see what the result of the vote was. We have 2 votes, grand total of 2. I think Pro Sale fell asleep. And both people voted no. He is not dead. So let's see if they were right. Unfortunately, they don't get a payout for it, but yeah. Let's find out. Use fire escape. Look at window. These apartments get plenty of light, apparently. This one's locked. You can't get inside through here.
This window is unlocked. Let's go in.
Okay, is this the right... Ugh, what's that smell, Turing?
I'm not sure. My olfactory sensors detect chemicals associated with decaying food and something else I can't pin down. It's unfamiliar to me. That's better. Let's take a look around. Shotaro must be plugged into the mesh. He hasn't even noticed us.
Well, I think that's a bullet hole or a stab hole.
I feel like I could scream without him knowing.
You could.
Ah! Hi! Mr. Otsuka! Nothing.
Hello, guest. Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently, so he has not been receiving anyone.
Okay.
He is trying very hard to keep up with his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
Mm-hmm. We just checked, and he seems busy.
Is there anything else I might assist you with? A drink, perhaps?
Yes, please. Some water. How long has your owner been ill?
Shotaro has been under the weather for some time, but I could not tell you precisely when. He rarely has visitors or goes on outings, so this is only slightly abnormal behavior for him.
Okay.
In fact, you are the first visitor he has had in a while.
Stop saying in a while. It's very vague.
Several days, in fact. Perhaps you could ask him about it yourself. I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
When was your last diagnostic check?
I run regular self-checks and have noticed no irregularities in either my hardware or software.
Good. Thank you.
I appreciate your concern. If you think I am behaving erratically, perhaps you could mention it to Shotaro. He is skilled at maintenance.
Is your owner still making blog updates?
He is. Shotaro is a diligent man, even in the face of such adversity. If you are a reader of his work, his next significant piece will be going online tomorrow. I will not spoil it for you.
No, that's okay.
Very well. Let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to assist.
What's okay? Not okay. Look at old food. An old greasy bag of to and fro, a fast food chain the state's famous for. Flies are circling like vultures. A collection of books about writing. On writing good. Isn't it well? Look at amp. Vintage York's amp. It has a connector for plugging in old phones. Antique wub speakers. They use actual wires to connect to the receiver. I would not read a book on writing good. Nudge.
Oh no, we're too late.
I would say I win that bet. I'm fairly certain that is dead. You can say that again.
Stabbed in the chest, right through the back of the chair. Looks like it severed his carotid artery. I don't want to make any assumptions, but I can't help but wonder if this was done by the same person who assaulted Zin. His ROM doesn't even think anything is wrong. We need to hurry. If I'm right, everyone we've talked to so far is in more danger than we thought.
Yeah.
Someone is following us. We have to find his computer so I can see if I can pull anything relevant off of it.
You interrogate his ROM. I don't know why that was
You
revoked.
can find out why it's acting so strange.
It's touch sensitive. This entire desk must be Mr. Otsuka's computer. Otsuka. Touch desk.
I'll start downloading these files.
Good.
I finished my examination of Mr. Otsuka's computer. I didn't find anything particularly interesting, but I copied some files to be examined later.
Okay, good.
See what you can get out of LJ2. It's so gruesome, so tragic. I was never prepared to handle anything like this. I hate this. There's no sense in talking to a corpse.
Just checking.
Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently, so he has not been receiving anyone. He is trying very hard to keep up with his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
That's okay. We'll wait.
Is there anything else I might assist you with? A drink, perhaps?
Shotaro is dead, LJ2.
Shut itself down again. If we're all done here, we should hurry and go warn Nanya about what we found. Charlie and Sympathy, too. They might be in immediate danger, so we must act fast. Let's head for Nanya's business.
Is there nothing else? Fine. Leave through window. Yeah. Map. Nanya.
Shit! What the hell are you doing back here? Wait, let me guess. You stole some of my files, or hacked my brain, or used telepathy or some shit. Found out someone else got hit by your little ghost in the machine, and when you got there, found out he was deader than new disco. That close enough?
That's nice. I'm
That
envious.
is distressingly accurate.
Well, it wasn't much of a damned guess. Charlie Nova is dead.
No.
What? Charlie is...
The auto cab he was in drove him right off the bridge and into the bay.
Whoa.
It's been all over the news for the last 10 minutes, and I'm not looking to be next. I'm getting the hell out of NeoSF, and I'm gonna forget that I ever saw you, ever knew Charlie, ever gave a shit about any of this.
Yeah. I think that's best.
Hell, maybe I'll pick up a new career.
This is not
I'm less
good,
likely
no.
to get murdered for being a fry cook. That's for damn sure. Have a good life!
Oh no! No, 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 no! Why is this happening? There was no one in that car! No heat signatures, no wireless emissions, nothing!
Okay,
that wasn't even an auto cab! It's a manual!
I'm sorry. Okay. How is that even possible?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's it. This is too much. I've had enough. I don't care who's controlling the news anymore. Almost everyone we've talked to so far has died, and I can't live with any more blood on my hands. We're not investigating this lead any further.
Okay.
As of right now.
It's not our fault, Turing.
Logically, I know that. We haven't set out to harm anyone. But someone is using us as a stalking horse, hiding behind our investigation to clean up whatever this is. If they want to keep taking out people involved in this, they're going to have to dig them up without our help. We don't have
Did
any
you
other
clip
leads
it?
Anyway.
If it was that good, I mean.
Thank you for sticking with me, though. We have more pressing avenues of inquiry to make.
Trophy earned, the Pale Rider.
Let's move on.
This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Okay, thank you. Chapter 4. It's still the 22nd.
Well, we should go to Melody's home and at least meet her.
Yeah, there are 4 endings, and like 2 different paths at 2 different spots. So it's just trying to help you get all 4 endings easily. Speaking of, I'm gonna save again. Save. Slots. Save. Okay, right. You can only have 8 characters. Okay, let's go like this. Yes. I don't know how big the company is that made it. I don't know why they programmed the game the way they did. I'm just gonna accept that they did. Nothing useful you can scavenge from the corpse either.
Thanks for the hug.
Okay, I need to give you another hug now.
Wow, you really like giving hugs.
Yes.
Good thing I do too.
Feels very brittle and dry. Dead. Okay, we leaving. What was her name? Melody? Yeah. We're not making another vote to see if she's dead or not because I don't think she will be just yet. Something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was wool gathering.
It is. I bet this is this super expensive area.
I see we've arrived at the Melody Flores residence. It's quite impressive.
I agree.
But that's to be expected, considering that she is still the majority owner of the Flower Cybernetics Group, despite retiring from day-to-day operations at the company. I wonder how she and Hayden first began working together. Sorry, back on task. Is there anything you'd like to know before we head inside?
Give me a rundown.
Flower Cybernetics was established in the early 2000s by Melody's mother, Antonella. It started out developing cutting-edge medical tech, including advanced prosthesis and nanoparticle diagnostic and treatment technologies. They were vastly successful when they perfected the first synthetic nerve mesh, allowing direct connection and control between the nervous system and a cybernetic prosthesis. The majority of their early projects were defense technologies for the American military, developing ruggedized military prosthesis for use on injured soldiers, and then eventually electively for special forces. This research line culminated in the development of brain-controlled androids as shock troops, long since barred by international law.
Oh, okay.
Melody took over the company from her aging mother, and she fought against developing further military hardware from that point on.
Good.
She pushed the company to use the BCA technology for the company's original goals of medical advancement, as well as developing the first direct link virtual reality implants.
Okay.
The company is largely successful on a global scale, despite continued legislative movement against extensive cybernetic use, especially brain implants.
What can you tell me about her?
Not a whole lot. She's largely private, in contrast to her mother's penchant for courting a media circus. Several biographies of former Flower executives show her as intensely passionate about demilitarizing the company to the point of absolute viciousness in the boardroom. But it's been a long time since her days of fighting for the company, and she's since stepped away from the helm. There's talk that she's lost her spine in her old age, but... well, I'd take that with a grain of salt.
Isn't that a strange expression? Like, spine is a literal thing. Wouldn't you say that she's lost her backbone? Isn't backbone more like... I mean, I know backbone is more a physical thing too. But isn't that more like she's a tough cookie than spine? Or is that my Swedish bleeding through?
She may have retreated from the corporate battlefield, but you don't change the entire direction of a company as large as Flower if you're a quitter. Stay on your toes.
Oh, okay. Didn't Yannick say he and Melody had a falling out?
He did, and I can't shine much light on that. I know that System 1 worked with Flower to help develop the first operating systems for the Direct Link virtual reality implants, so perhaps it happened during that time. Also, Flower eventually went with a different company for future models of the implant, but there was never any public talk of a personal falling out between the heads of the companies.
Okay.
I'll scrape the mesh for more rumors, but they'll only be that, rumors.
Good to know, Ash. Thank you.
I can do my best to parse fact from fiction, but it blurs too much for me to be sure what's real.
Let's go ahead and head in.
No time like the present, then.
If you see a bear, don't move. Hi? Is Melody home? Oh, stop it.
Your guess is as good as mine. Mine says we can go in.
It's a polar bear. It's a polar bear. No, we should not.
The door's open. No need to ring the bell.
Okay, okay.
Oh, wow! Swanky! What? I have been trying to increase my usage of colloquialisms. Is swanky too out of date?
It's certainly before my time.
Hello.
Oh, Ms. Flores! Excuse us for the intrusion. My name is Turing, and...
Oh, I know who you are.
Oh dear.
Hey, I can explain. I know you don't like Dr. Fairlight very much, but I assure you there's a situation.
Fairlight?
Oh, shut your mouth, Turing.
I didn't realize Hayden's research had become a charity case. Though I suppose little boy Yannick will throw money at anything that raises his profile on the mesh.
Wait, you know Hayden? Also, we actually only just met Dr. Fairlight yesterday.
Oh, that's too bad. Now Pat won't have to eat you.
That's a murder threat, right? Right? I feel like that's a murder threat. Yeah, sorry. You're gonna have to settle for steak.
What?
Non-human steak.
Though I'm not sure your gears would have been good for his digestion.
Actually, madam, I'm not comprised of gears.
Well, either way, he's on a diet. This philosophy is how I lead my life. Sometimes you eat the bear, and sometimes the bear, well, he eats you.
No.
Do you understand?
No.
Really?
I have decided that that's a transformer, not a cat. But I do actually think it's a mouse.
Look, I don't have all day to entertain you, Turing, nor your new friend. Not even for Hayden. You don't have time to waste if you're going to find him, either.
Right.
The most regal-looking robotic cat in the world sits prim and proper on the fainting chair. Notice how I did say transformer. You give the cat a pet. The name on her collar says Lily. Looks remarkably bored at all attempts at conversation. A Rossi 893 unit from the emblem on its side. It sits patiently near Pat in a sort of ambient sleep mode, playing light instrumental music.
Melody keeps unusual company.
I'd say.
Ursus maritimus, if I'm not mistaken. That might be why the temperature controls are set so low in here.
Yeah, definitely a polar bear.
I wasn't aware you knew the scientific name of the species. Ooh, has my interest in proper nomenclature started to rub off on you?
He's a white bear, Turing. What else could he be?
Plenty. Have you heard of a Kermode bear, also known as a spirit bear? Or he could be a white-phased black bear, or even a pizzly.
I don't know what a pizzly is, but I think it's half grizzly.
But he's not. It's a polar bear.
Okay.
If you were one of Fairlight's worker bees, you wouldn't have made it through the door. So why are you here to badger me about poor Hayden?
You have me at a disadvantage, Ms. Flores. You seem far ahead of us on this matter.
Just call me Melody, darling. And of course. But I'll share a secret or two with you.
I have so many questions. Do you know what's happened to Hayden?
I wish I didn't. Maybe you don't want to either.
Please, Melody, any information you might have. We haven't had access to any of his research notes, and couldn't track down any collaborators he may have been working with.
Are you out for lunch,
no
Kip?
more. We might be able to nail down a solid motive.
Well, I don't know if I can speculate on that, beyond the usual corporate infighting. Not that Parallax is known for that, of course. We had been catching up recently, and he mentioned feelings of being watched. He started to worry he had been discussing your development with the wrong people. When he stopped returning my calls, and now that you've shown up with a total stranger, it becomes clear what happened.
I see. Can you tell us anything else about his disappearance?
Oh, I'm afraid not, dear. I've been on long enough to know what's coincidence and what isn't.
We were hoping you might be able to shine some light on my origins. Fairlight mentioned that you had worked with Hayden in the past.
I see Hayden didn't neglect curiosity in your personality makeup.
Possibly.
Well, you and I haven't properly met, but considering how often Hayden badgered me for design schematics of Flower's latest neural implants, I might as well be your aunt? We'll go with that. I wouldn't mind being an aunt, even to a blue-headed robot.
I'm touched, Melody.
Well then, I'm willing to answer your questions for now.
Okay. How did you help Hayden with Turing?
Indeed. I don't see the connection between your company and Hayden's research into machine sapience.
Oh, Hayden wasn't researching machine sapiens. At least not primarily. Not to diminish the importance of your creation, Turing, but it's best you know the truth. Hayden is mainly interested in developing a way to transfer human consciousness into a machine matrix. You can see why neural implants would obviously be an integral part of that.
Oh, I didn't realize.
How would Turing's development help with digitizing the human mind?
The concept of transferring the human mind into a computer has been an attractive goal for decades. Functional immortality is powerful lure. The brain is an immensely complicated machine, and even though we know the right buttons to push to make pictures show up, we still can't replicate the entire thing as a technological construct. Even with the virtual reality implants, we're really just relying on the brain's ability to make sense of nonsensical signals. So Hayden decided the best way to make a machine more like the human brain would be to work in the opposite direction. Instead of mimicking how the human brain worked, he started writing code that mimicked the functioning of the human mind. Think of it like convergent evolution. Two species adapt in similar ways, but on completely different continents. Hayden is a crack programmer when it comes to information collating. It's why Parallax hired him when they did. So he wrote a bunch of self-modifying learning algorithms that were, frankly, baffling and let them loose.
Interesting.
Poke and prod them here and there to make sure they value the same things humans do. And we eventually end up with you, Turing.
Oh, have you heard about this thing called the collective subconscious? No, I don't remember what it's called. The intuition learning thing. It's a 999 joke. I failed.
Interesting. Hayden never revealed any of this to me.
I imagine he's pretty tight-lipped. You were the first prototype he considered a real success, and he was afraid of contaminating your development before he had a chance to make good observations.
Can you elaborate on your involvement?
If you can even call it involvement. It's a small city, and if you're in the tech sector, you are never more than 2 degrees removed from anyone else. When he started looking into this pet project of his, he came right up to my door and demanded access to the research logs behind our earlier implants. Cheeky, but it was impactful and disruptive, as they like to say around here. I couldn't care less about Flowers' patents anymore, so I gave him what he wanted, just to see what he would do. I'm frankly more impressed than I expected I would be, but don't tell him that.
We can't.
Don't worry. I won't.
Oh, that was a compliment, dear.
Hayden wasn't invested in Turing's development?
I didn't say that. Hayden was quite interested in Turing, even if he is just a step to further research. In fact, he was preparing to publish his findings involving Turing, and I know it's going to make one heck of a splash in the scientific community. See, The most impressive part about you, Turing, is that you're surprisingly stock.
Okay, what does that even mean?
I assure you, Melody, my construction involves only the latest and greatest in ROM prototype technology.
Exactly. You're not off the shelf, but you're still just a souped-up ROM, more or less like every other one out there. Your personality algorithms are impressive, but they don't require some new space-age technology to work.
Oh, okay, now I get the insult.
Hayden is going to propose that human consciousness transference does not require special brain-like hardware architecture, but merely the right software wrapper to interface with the hardware. Much like how you function.
Okay, I think it's untangled.
I
Sorry about
suppose
that.
that is correct. Still, my personality matrices do take up substantial amounts of my processing power. Wouldn't custom hardware have capabilities that better serve such a demanding specialized task?
Sure. There's still plenty of reason in trying to make a computer that works just like a human brain. Efficiency is an important part of that. But if Hayden can emulate the human mind in existing technology, it means we can start the immortality now, rather than waiting for hardware to catch up with Hayden's software. Frankly, I'm not terribly interested in living forever. But there's more than enough people who are.
Thank you for this, Melody. I understand so little of my origins.
Well, I'm sorry I don't know more of the specifics. Hayden kept me up to date on his progress, but only in the vaguest of ways. If you can hunt down his notes, I'm sure they'll tell you more.
Of course, we'll keep looking. Now, perhaps we could ask some other questions?
Sure.
This will get me kicked out, but I'm still gonna ask.
Oh, hell, that old bastard and I have been flashing daggers at each other for the better part of 20 years. I contracted out the software development for our first-gen direct-link VR neural implants to System 1. Things were going great, but after the first models sold like gangbusters, Yannick tried to get into bed with me. Literally.
No.
I turned him down. Very politely, I might add. And then, suddenly, all of the cooperation between our companies dried up. We've been at it back and forth ever since. I'd be damned careful about trusting him if I were you.
Thanks for the heads up.
He's a snake, and he'll do anything he can to get what he wants.
Gotcha.
Still, I suppose if he tried again now, I might not turn him down.
You mean now that he's
mostly robots? It would be fun
robots?
to needle him about me still having my own company when he doesn't have his.
I think that's everything we need to know.
Good. I can get back to my retirement.
Thank you for your time, Melody. We'll be in touch later.
There you are, Kiss. I was talking to you earlier, but you didn't respond.
Oh, one more piece of information for you, if you'd like it.
Yes?
I've got the contact info for a Vincent Mensa, who I think might be of help to you.
Aw. I was just asking if you were at lunch.
Vincent was working more closely with Hayden inside Parallax, mostly on his company-approved research on data collating algorithms for the mesh. I'll send him a message and ask him to meet you somewhere.
Yes, please.
He owes me a favor anyway, and might be able to give you some more information on anything else Hayden may have been working on.
Please.
That would be fantastic, Melody. Perhaps Golden Gate Park.
Be careful, Turing. I don't like Fairlight's stench all over this scenario.
I
don't
don't
show
either.
him too many of your cards.
Cards? This euphemism is unfamiliar to me.
Don't tell him anything if you can. Fairlight is more dangerous the more he's informed.
Thank you, Aunt Melody. Wish us luck.
Aunt Melody. I mean, he had it coming. Okay, wait, is that it? Malcolm Roma, model Rome is tending to the garden. Hang on, I need to sneeze. I guess it evaded me. But I was... Fountain, okay. Room control. Okay, fine, let's just leave. And map. And... No, but I... Thank you. Okay, let's go here. Just for fun. No one is available at this moment. We apologize for the inconvenience. Okay, fine. I guess we go into the park. Guy. Hello, Guy.
Can I help you? I don't really have time to talk. I'm waiting for someone.
Are you Vincent Mensa? We're here for a meeting on behalf of Melody Flores.
Oh, good. You're Melody's people.
Yes, we are.
Do you have everything that I asked for?
There must be some miscommunication. Melody said that you would be able to provide us with some information about Hayden Weber's projects within Parallax. He has gone missing, and any information we get may be useful.
Damn that old woman.
What?
We had a deal. She promised me, and I'm not giving up anything until I get what I need.
What do you need?
I already know Hayden is missing. Why else would I be willing to sell corporate secrets to Flower? This was my chance to get out of the city. Instead, she sends the two of you, hat in hand with nothing. I'm assuming you're Hayden's little pet AI?
Excuse me?
Insulting, but accurate.
I like you, Turing.
Look, I'm sorry to come off callous. I do want to help. Hayden was a colleague and a friend, and I want to know he's okay.
He's dead.
But I also need help getting the hell out of Neo SF, and now. My info is my leverage, and it's not for free.
Okay.
I'll just have to find another buyer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe after I make another deal, I'll be able to pass it to you.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps we could assist you? My friend here is a terrific journalist. Being skilled at hunting down people and information is part of the job.
I don't know. Look, I need 100,000 credits, an untraceable car, and a fake passport for me and my wife, Francesca. If you can get me all that, I'll give you anything you want. Hayden's research notes, what I know about Parallax, my company's security credentials, whatever.
We don't know how much
really
a credit
sure journals
is.
can come up with that kind of stuff in one day.
You might be able to do that.
Might?
You mind answering some other questions first?
Dear God, I'm doomed.
Melody only gave us a rough sketch of what you need. The more you can tell us about the situation, the sooner we can fulfill your request.
Sure, as long as it isn't the juicy stuff.
What do you do for Parallax?
I'm the head applications engineer for their data analysis division. Or maybe was, is what I should be saying. If Hayden is the big brain who comes up with the math that runs the search algorithms, I'm the guy who figures out how to collect and apply the data that we get. We've worked pretty closely for years, but he's head and shoulders above me as far as theory goes. Hayden built a fully independent machine intelligence in his spare time. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to bash myself here. I'm a good software engineer, probably one of the best. But machine intelligence? In a form factor like yours? Now that blows my mind. We've got full immersion, virtual reality, yet most people would still call you science fiction.
If you say so.
Why are you so adamant about getting out of NEO-SF?
Because Parallax is rotting from the inside out. Hayden going missing is the last straw, and it's a big-ass straw. There is... how do I put this without giving it away? There's a new project about to roll out, and it's going to change everything about how Parallax does their business worldwide.
Oh, now we need to talk to Tomcats.
Since the launch of the MeshNet, we've had some board shakeups, and the people at the top are different from the ones who've previously run the company. The altruism the company displayed in the past is gone. They're harder, more ruthless, and more concerned with profits and power than ever before.
Gotcha.
Not just richest company in the valley power either. Real power. My guess? Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was about to do something that would get in the way of that.
Well, he was publishing something.
If they're willing to get rid of the brightest mind on their payroll, what's to stop them from getting rid of me? There's a half dozen people who could do my job. So I'm getting out before I accidentally step on the wrong person's toes and end up at the bottom of the bay.
Good plan. Do you know anything about Hayden's disappearance?
Nothing concrete. I probably wouldn't have noticed anything out of the ordinary. I mean, Hayden goes out for a couple days all the time, right? Conferences and guest teaching. He doesn't exactly share his itinerary with me. I tried asking around and no one will say anything. If he had jumped ship, went to a different company, it would be the talk of the week at the water coolers. Instead, dead silence. Thankfully, he allowed me to keep backups of most of his work, simply because I cross-referenced it so much. He didn't like having it all in one place anyway. Bring me what I asked for, and I'll tell you more.
Thank you. We'll go get those things for you.
Sure.
I have them right over there.
I guess I can stick around here for a while. I need to make some calls anyway. If you do manage to get what I need, bring it here today and you'll get anything you want. Forwarding photos and info for the passports to touring now. And I really hope you can do this. I'd rather give it to you than some other corporation anyway. See you soon.
Yes.
I'm not quite sure where to get fake passports or an untraceable card. The only shady folks we know are those punks who vandalized Hayden's apartment. I doubt they could point us in the right direction, but a long shot is better than no shot. They might agree to help us if we get them off the hook for stealing the data cache. We should check the police department and see if Lexi can pull some strings. As for the rest, perhaps Dr. Fairlight or Melody could spot us the credits. That certainly is no small amount, but is unlikely to cause much consternation for either of them, assuming they are as dedicated to helping as they claim. Melody is assumably home as usual, and Fairlight did let us know he'd be at the hospital. We could ask either of them for assistance. Up to you to decide which would be a better course of action. No security right now?
Bouncer, bouncer, chest.
Oh, it's you again. As you could already see, I'm busy right now.
Okay.
I much prefer the VIP area. They could stand to serve some food, though.
Hey, friends. What can we get for you? Later, you two.
They don't have...
Bye-bye.
Do I carry any food? I do not even donuts. Scones, sorry. Yeah, scones. It's an arcade cabinet. Only the most ghost-shootingest, ghoul-blastingest fun you'll have this side of the bay. I don't know why they need to make things into verbs when they're not. Okay, fine, let's delete. And map. And hospital. Flower mansion. Police station. Home? We can't go home. We're not allowed to go home. I mean, we are, but let's start here.
I didn't expect you to show up here. I was just about to wrap up booking these two, now that they've had a little time to sit underneath the weight of their shenanigans.
I want to drop
look,
the charges.
It's the snitch. You know what they say about snitches?
They get stitches?
In front of the detective, Chad.
Hey, if you don't think the vandalism is enough, I'm sure I can write up a quick charge for that threat, too.
Huh. We didn't do nothing that bad. This is bullshit. Oh, my dad's gonna kill me.
Yeah, well, you should have thought of that before you decided to take your street art to the wrong street. A little community service never hurt anyone. It'll be a learning experience.
And we would have gotten away with it, too, if it weren't for... Chad, shut up! Don't call me that, Ollie! I told you I'm Starfucker now!
Teenagers.
So what's the point of watching all those ancient cartoons with you if I can't use the joke?
Don't dig us any deeper! We're in enough trouble as it is.
They say it in every episode!
We're not on a television show, jerk! We were arrested! By real cops!
What? You think they haven't seen the show?
Why do you always think everything is a damn joke, asshole?
Oh, now look who's swearing! Goody two-shoes.
Boys, if we're done arguing,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, whatever.
So, what brings you to my lair?
I have just the idea for their community service.
Oh, great! Now what? We gotta pick up your dog's shit or something?
I don't think it's about a dog.
How would you know, Ollie? You Shinsuke Utsugi now?
How do you even know who that is?
Well, he pronounced it wrong, so he doesn't quite.
I got into your vintage games. I'm totally nailing the detective references today.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Did the two of you ever shut up? I swear I should lock you up just to spare the city of your ceaseless jabbering. My position as a servant of the public demands it.
I'm not sure bad referential humor is illegal, ma'am.
Dude! Bad? You're supposed to be on my side!
And suddenly I am very tired again.
We really could use their assistance, Detective Rivers. It's my apartment in a way. Isn't it up to me to decide whether I press charges?
Not even remotely.
No?
But fine. Take 'em. I can't handle being within earshot of the blue one any longer.
Aw, I thought we were really making a connection, Detective.
She's gay. You're not female.
Sorry about Chad, ma'am. He doesn't mean harm. We're very grateful. We both need to check in with our families first, so we'll meet the two of you back on Market Street, if that's okay.
Of course. We'll meet you there, Oliver.
What a waste of my time.
Sorry again, Lexi. We'll make sure they're useful to the case.
Don't worry. It's a hassle, but you know what we say. Gold in peace, iron in war.
Never heard that before.
Back to the grind again. Stay safe, deputies.
Yes. You too. By the way, there's a dead body you might want to look at. Okay, man, let's just get out of here. Market Street. No, only one that she doesn't already know about. Or they. Whoa, what a yawn. Rolls onto his back and swipes at your hand when you reach for its belly.
I'm actually quite a fan of cats. They provided consistent entertainment online for me when all I had to do was sit around and search the mesh all day.
I can so see that. I wish, but afraid not.
The two of you are like a fuzz sync-wave, even if you got us off the hook for that apartment job.
We appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah, sure. Let's just get this over with. Riding this out is freaking exhausting. Then we'll be all squared up. For good.
Right. What do you need us to do?
We need some assistance with some illicit activity that, statistically, individuals in your age bracket are likely to have experience with.
Oh! So this is one of those things where you need a streetwise kid to show you the ropes. So, what's the thread? B&E? War driving? Copyright infringement? Search bombing?
Copyright infringement, really?
Is search bombing actually illegal?
I don't even know what it is.
It's against the terms of service, so probably, at least in California.
The terms of service of what? We need to buy some fake IDs. Today, if possible?
Oh, that's nothing. If you can pay. Ollie can whip up a couple that'll work good enough to get you past a bouncer or a cop doing sniff tests. He's a wizard with a printer and a lifted wallet.
It's more complicated than that. We need falsified passports that can get 2 people past the border safely.
Oh, yeah, I don't think Ollie can do that. Can you?
Not without equipment a lot more expensive and illegal than what I already have.
What about that guy who got Elise that unrestricted mesh card when she was on probation?
That's not really the same thing, Chad. But it wouldn't hurt to give him a call. Give me a few minutes. This guy is pretty sketchy, very cloak and dagger. I'll have to play middleman.
Excellent. I'll forward you the relevant documents and photos.
Oh man, now I'm starting to feel left out. Ollie gets to show off all his cool connections. You sure you don't need someone's head kicked in a little? That's my area of expertise in our little duo.
No, but we do need a car.
Well, that and petty larceny.
There's the word.
We might have something that will suit your skill set. Let's just get the passports first, if you can stay calm for that long.
You sure yap a lot more than any of the ROMs I've ever owned. What's the deal? You install some new conversation routines Ollie ain't had the chance to nerd out about yet? Well, they're top notch. Very bleeding edge.
I don't run traditional ROM VI personality software. I am, in fact, the first fully sapient machine intelligence. Well, at least that I know about.
Which means what exactly? In English?
A fully sapient machine entity? Isn't that what she just said? She just said it in English.
It means he's a person, Chad, not a toy. Now keep it down. I'm still on the phone.
Oops. And yes, what he said.
Well, that's awesome. You ain't so bad. For a tin can.
Tin can? Really? I'm composed almost entirely out of plasteel and silica. Has no one come up with better insults for robots since the turn of the century?
The last turn of the century?
ROMs have been out for almost 2 decades.
Yeah, that's a good point. Give me a sec. I'm pretty good at name calling, too.
Oh no, I'm sorry I brought it up.
Just hold on a second. Underclocked? Oh, BitBrain!
Sorry, I was just stretching and hiding a yawn.
Don't hurt yourself, Chad.
I'll get back to you, Bubblehead.
Okay, I talked to the guy.
No yawn. I didn't say yawn. Did you say yawn? Why did you say yawn?
He said he'll do it, but he only works in trade. A couple of passports are gonna run us... one signed poster for Magical Commander Yukino? Yukino at the Gates to the Deep?
Course. It's always that Japanese crap.
It's not my fault they make the best VR dramas. Maybe
yes,
you can do
yawns
better?
Are illegal.
Probably.
Anyway, where can we get a poster like that?
I'm not sure. Probably nearby. I've done switches with this guy before, and he never asks for something that'll take too long to get. My guess is he's a local that uses people like us as a way to nab something he's had his eye on. We'll help you look for it.
I don't need your help looking for it. I know it's in the coffee shop.
Oh, there it is!
See, I told you.
I knew I saw a poster for Magical Commander Yukino somewhere around here.
Mm-hmm.
I should have remembered Ramona had one.
You know this lady?
Sure. We talk sometimes when I'm getting our drinks. You're usually too busy provoking people to notice.
You call it provoking. I call it spontaneous enthusiasm for healthy rivalry.
You are exhausting, Chad. I'm not surprised
There's
you're
a bit of a
Chad.
line. You'll have to wait a few minutes before we can talk to her.
We could just do a smash and grab. Simple and effective.
We can't do that! She knows who we are!
Besides, you are pretty distinctive in appearance.
This is the most boring felony I've ever been an accessory to.
Look, we'll just stand in line.
Like a bunch of clumps? Chumps? What is the big picture anyway, Blue Bomber?
I'm not sure it's wise to spread it around, Chad. For either of us, the less you know, the less reason anyone has to bother you.
Screw that, Static. I'm not heading to Juvie not knowing what for. Spill the beans, or I'll spill them for you.
Your persistence is already legendary, Chad. Fine.
Please don't.
If you really must know, we are going to trade the passports for some information regarding the disappearance of my creator. His apartment was the one you trashed.
You just need to lie sometimes, okay, honey?
Oh shit, that Hayden dude is your dad? And they snatched him? Oh, that's so messed up.
Well, Dad, after a fashion, he raised me.
Man, I hope you find the dudes that took him. I hope he's okay.
It seems very unlikely.
Oh man, I don't know what to say, you know? I mean, I still have my dad, but he's...
Chad?
He's never really been around. Too busy trying to save the world from itself.
Chad, you need therapy.
Even now, he's over there standing in front of that damn clinic.
Oh my god. That's your dad? Okay, that explains
I thought I could
so
find a way
much.
to make him... Whatever.
Yeah.
I might as well nuke that drive. It ain't gonna sink.
I think I understand what you mean, Chad.
Hell yeah! Dudes gotta stick together, you know?
Dudes?
Don't matter if you're a robot or what. We all got the same shit to deal with. Gotta grab destiny by the horns and make your own mark.
Okay. Pretty open-minded for a kid who tags for the HR.
I was all mixed up, officer. I ran in with a bad crowd. I'm a good kid, I promise. Look, I'm not a true believer or nothing.
Good.
I've got my own reasons for running with the revolution, and you ain't got the right to judge me.
Oh?
Besides, I'm pretty much done with those chumps anyway.
Good.
There ain't no payoff no more.
Most of the kids in the HR just want to cause trouble and get away with it because their parents agree with the politics.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Who the hell wouldn't want to enjoy a little parental-approved head-cracking?
The line has finally cleared up. Let's go talk to Ramona.
You know what? I think we're actually gonna be done for today here because I'm suddenly very tired. Save name. Get car. And now that I press main menu, it's gonna turn blue, but just for a second. There we go. There we go. So, thank you for hanging out. We are gonna get at least one ending of this next Monday. But before that, on Wednesday, we are playing more Zero Escape, Nonary game, Virtue/Reward. And Friday is a new game. Probably pretty short, but very cute. Not new. It's been out for a bit, but yeah. Anyway, have a good one, and I hope to see you again on Wednesday.